Welcome back to Talking ETV, and I am here with two people that I really like. Introduce yourself so we can just get straight to the pain.
I'm Tomas from Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. Currently on Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 5. Been through a lot of pain and trauma, a lot of heartbreak. Heart still ain't healed fully, but we pushing through.
And I am Braavos from one half of Married to Film. Right now, reacting to Attack on Titan Season 2. I'm at about I've seen Episode 4. Season 3 of Better Call Saul. What else? Almost finished with Season 3 of Battlestar Galactica. And just finished The Last of Us. The last episode was like last week, so that's where we are right now.
Woo! Yeah, we got to talk about Game of Thrones Season 5 today. Where do we even begin?
Let's start with the first episode.
Oh, Tomas, show them what you're eating. Wait, show them what you're eating. Because I got chip and dip. I'm bullshit.
I got chicken and waffles.
Right now?
Yeah, from Metro Diner. I've never actually ate.
He wasn't playing.
I never ate from this place, so I don't know how it tastes. I also got bacon, and then I got strawberries to go on top, and of course the syrup. And then I'm drinking Simply's lemonade.
That's my favorite.
My favorite too. I can't drink no other lemonade.
Oh, he got a southern meal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
In honor of National Cheesesteak Day, I got a Philly cheesesteak from Jersey Mike's.
Okay.
Onions, green pepper, all that good stuff. Mushrooms. I love it.
Oh, I love mushrooms.
Yeah, me too.
People who don't like mushrooms, I'll be like, oh, sucks for you.
Right.
It's me.
But yeah, so you need to grow up. As long as you eat onions, I always say people who don't eat onions need to grow up. But yeah,
I eat it cooked on food,
y'all. I just googled it. The first that's true. I just googled it. The first episode of season 5 is titled "The Wars to Come," and it says, "What's my Cersei and Jaime adjust to a world without Tywin."
Right. Don't it? No, this season started off with the flashback of Cersei. Mm-hmm. They told her she was gonna get what she deserved when she was a child. That just brought me back. They told her in advance
Shut up.
she was gonna lose her 3 kids. Now Cersei, being Cersei, of course, didn't want to hear none of that. They said you'll be queen for a time. You know, you'll be happy with your 3 kids, but your time will come. And the time has come. Season 5 did me well. Listen, we're gonna get into that. Yeah.
I love how fired up you is today. I'm just laughing.
Good on you.
And then right from that scene, we go to the funeral, a royal funeral, the second one. I'm loving it. It just is great. So we got all the people in King's Landing. Cersei told everybody they gotta wait. They got the googly eyes on Tywin's body. I don't know why they do that, y'all. That's so funny to me. And then I can't remember. So I think her and Jaime start talking, and then she's mad because he let Tyrion out. She's like, "You did it, didn't you?" And then Jaime's all quiet. And he starts to kind of regret that decision because, of course, that was an unforeseen consequence. He thought Tyrion was just going to leave. Which I'm glad he didn't, because another Lannister off the streets, that's a good day for me.
Am I the only person? Wait, am I the only person that feel like Jaime wasn't that upset about his daddy dying?
Yeah.
No, because remember, the agreement was Tyrion was going to get sent to the wall, and Jaime was going to have to go to Castle Rock and remarry. He never wanted to do that. He only did that.
I forgot Jaime. Yep.
So I think it was almost a sort of a relief
that
for him. Him and Cersei were kind of released from their plans that Tywin had for him, so she didn't have to marry Sir Loras, which she never was going to do anyway. I was just mad that she finally told Tywin that her and Jaime was together, that the rumors were true, and then he died, so we didn't really get to see too much of that. But he was hurt.
That gave me so much joy.
I love it.
Oh, my also perfect bloodline. My perfect bloodline. They could never. That's one thing that made me very, very, very happy, that he got to see that his kids ain't shit just like him before he died.
Absolutely. The Lannisters
And now they
was
could
not
really just rule and do whatever the hell they want to do.
Right.
Their daddy is the only person that could stop them from doing anything. So now that he dead, it's a Lannister free for all.
unfortunately. But I mean, to be honest, he had to get on the streets because he's too smart. He was smart. One thing about Tywin, so he was the big threat of the Lannisters because he was the brains.
Definitely.
So once you take the brains out, they're kind of scrambled. Cersei and Jaime they're not a good unit together. Like, you know what I mean? Because when Jaime's not around Cersei, he's a much better person. So when they're together, they're not the unit that they should be. You know, they're not a power couple. They're just an incest couple, and it's just.
See, the thing with Cersei is Cersei, she is very well thought out, but she ain't got shit on her daddy. I will give him that. She ain't got shit on her daddy, but he's very well thought out. The place will be more peaceful with. Yeah, because he don't really care to go around and kill a bunch of people. He be trying to maintain. Cersei don't give a fuck if she got to blow up the whole King's Landing. She'll do it.
Literally, she will do it.
But that flashback, I love that flashback, and I'm happy they started off season 5 with that. 4 and 5 is one season to me, so when I finally realize what episode stuff that happens, that's good. That was all I needed to know about Cersei because I already hated her, and now my hate is justified because she's been a piece of shit her whole life.
Absolutely.
Like, there is no one thing that happened to her and it turned her sour against the world, and she's just like that because she's literally been like that her whole life. Imagine you are such an entitled little girl that you went out into the fucking woods, up under a tree or wherever that witch was, and demanded her to tell you your future. Who does that?
Right.
You left the castle. You ain't cared nothing about no, and then was like, I have my daddy kill you. Tell me what, ma'am?
It's the audacity.
The audacity. Like, as a little girl, it's little girls that scared to go outside their house. She left the castle, went up under the tree where the witch was at, and said, tell me my fortune. Unprovoked, and was ignorant too.
And then told her she was supposed to be ugly. She said, you were ugly. Like, excuse me?
She wasn't even ugly.
No, that's why Cersei was surprised. She's like, you're supposed to be ugly. Right. Ma'am. The other little girl, she had some sense. She's like, we shouldn't be out here. It's time to go.
Exactly. She only went. I swear she only went because she was the princess. And it's like, I don't want her to go by herself.
I would be afraid to disobey Cersei, though, to be honest, even as a child. My friend ditched me, whipper. Like, excuse me?
Exactly. I don't know who that little girl was. Is she a character in the show now? Because I didn't catch that if she was. Okay.
No, I don't even think
hanging around. Yeah, hanging around Cersei, you ain't gonna last too long.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
The girl probably got on Cersei's nerves. She probably had her killed or something.
Literally.
Mm-hmm. This is also the episode where Tyrion and Varys arrived at Pentos.
Oh, yeah.
So Tyrion was, he was in that crate, right?
Right.
He said he was throwing his shit out the holes, and Varys said I had to pick it up and throw it overboard. Nasty. So Tyrion got through that whole thing based off wine. He was drunk the whole time. Which can't blame him.
Kept drinking.
How long was they traveling to Pentos?
I don't know the time frame.
That's a Jack question because he good with the timelines.
Right? Is Pentos a week boat ride away? I know it was at least a couple of days.
I don't know, but when they got there, he had a full-grown beard.
You right. So they was traveling at least a week. How long it take for a beard to grow back?
Nah, it's gonna take a good 2-3 weeks. So for his type of beard, he was clean shaven, if I remember. So
yeah, he was clean shaven.
Okay, so
that ain't much, honestly, because you got to remember they on a whole nother continent.
They travel far away clearly because he's a stowaway. Okay, so
King's Landing's all the way in the south. So yeah, I'm not super familiar with the timelines, but I mean, yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
In Meereen, a new enemy emerges. Who exactly was this new enemy in Meereen? I still actually.
Oh yeah.
I still actually be mixing up the places that Daenerys was in. It's like I already can barely keep a grasp on where everybody at on the other side of the narrow sea. Daenerys, I literally have no clue.
Daenerys for season 5 is pretty much in Meereen.
The entire time, okay. And that's what that light-skinned man she was supposed to marry, right?
Yeah, so he was a son of the important slaver's house, I believe. So I don't know if it was season 4 or 5, but he went to Daenerys and said, you know, my dad fought against slavery, you know, and you put him up on one of them crosses. Can you please take him down? Or can I take him down? Okay. And so that was kind of where she learned, okay, well, maybe not everybody is deserving of this crime just because they were, you know, quote unquote, like a slave family or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
And a lot of people still wanted to be slaves anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't Tyrion get taken that first day in Pentos? Literally?
So no, they went what's the where was Talissa from? They went to Talissa's hometown. Volantis. So then remember they went to Volantis. Tyrion was like, I need to get out, I need to stretch my feet. Varys is like, I don't recommend that. You know, you could be seen. He's like, listen, how many dwarves is there in the world? They're not gonna expect me to be over here. So they were in Volantis. There was a bunch of people who worshiped the Lord of Light. So people was praying, you know, all these different people have tattoos, some that represented the whores, some that represented the slaves.
Not the whore.
Yeah. I think because the one with the whore, they had the tear, right? The tear under their eye.
I love the fact that you recall all of this.
I just edited season 5 for YouTube.
Okay.
So, yeah, so then he went to, for lack of a better term, the whorehouse. And
of course,
but he wasn't like, yeah, he was not himself. Like, he wasn't feeling it. He really just wanted a good conversation. He really just wanted to stretch his legs. Varys, of course, is tagging along, but, you know, shocker, Jorah was there. So Jorah recognized him and snatched him up. He was like, all right, you coming with me. I got a present, a gift for the Queen of Meereen.
That I do remember perfectly because my thing is, excuse me, sir, you just literally ran away from home because you killed your daddy and they was about to kill you before that, so that ass is really grass. And you just out here wandering around out and about. Why don't you lay low? He could not wait to stretch them little bitty legs.
I can't lie. If we was in a small crate for days, we all would be like that, you know?
Yeah, but he didn't put no cloth over his face, did nothing, just out here. How many Tyrion Lannisters are there? Like, come on.
He should have put on a Darth Vader.
Yeah. Literally, like, because at the end of the day, he can't pretend to be somebody else. He's literally Tyrion Lannister, so people know where he at, regardless.
Our cities.
Regardless of if they know his daddy was dead. What if somebody was just like, "Ooh, that's the king's son. Let's kidnap him and see if we can get some money for him." Just period. You see what I'm saying? Like, even though they didn't know, even if they didn't know Tywin was dead yet, because it just happened and they're on another continent. Just still, you are literally Tyrion Lannister. You can't pretend to be nobody else. So you shouldn't just be out here living any kind of way. So when Jorah took him, I was like, that's what your ass get. Varys told you to be still. You don't listen.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yep. And he went out of Varys' sight.
Exactly. So Varys didn't even get to see nobody take her.
But then when he got to talking to her, he realized he was still in love and heartbroken over Shay and couldn't even, you know, continue doing that. So.
Oh yeah, I wasn't surprised when that happened. Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk about how Cersei ordered the capturing of just about every imp that looked like Tyrion, and then she was having people bring them to her for rewards.
Yeah, she was not playing because she already been wanting to kill him ever since he was born. Because he wasn't supposed to last a week or a couple of months, or he was supposed to die. And I just know every day she looked at that man, she'd be disgusted.
Because their logic irritates me because she's mad because their mom died in childbirth, giving birth to Tyrion. That's not his fault. He never asked to be born. He damn sure didn't ask to be a dwarf. I'm sure if he got a choice, if any of them got a choice, they wouldn't be dwarves or bastards. But we don't get a choice. So the fact that they blame these people for the way they're born when they have no say, it just bothers me. I'm not going to lie.
She's literally insane. You know what? Cersei's a narcissist.
That's a perfect word.
She really is. So him killing her daddy, she really ready to kill him now. But I know she happy she off the hook and she could really do whatever the fuck she want. Because that's the only person that could ever really stop her from doing something. But now she ain't got to threaten people to kill herself no more. Because I know she be for real. When she say she will kill herself. So she ain't got to threaten nobody. And she gonna kill herself. So it's a lot. With just that storyline alone. Varys did catch up to Tyrion eventually. But at
that wasn't until like the very end of the season.
Exactly. Because, you know, he got eyes and ears everywhere. He was like, you left me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good. I love when Varys walked up, he was just like, of course you found me.
Right.
Of course.
And I love when those two are together, though. They have great conversations.
Yes, they do.
I love watching intelligent people have conversations.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Jorah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about Jorah.
And his grace.
Before I forget, before we get into Queen Daenerys, how do we feel about Jorah about to turn one of them steel rock men, whatever they call them? What is it called? Yeah, Stone Man.
So I'm conflicted because
I saw it coming.
He did it to himself. You chose to kidnap Tyrion and then go a way that was known publicly to not be safe. So you kind of bit off more than you could chew, sir. So, I mean, the rumors said there were stonemen that way. You said, and they got your ass. So I'm glad they didn't get Tyrion, but I've never been super attached to Jorah. Like, I do like his character. I thoroughly like his character, but he's not in my favorites list. So I kind of didn't really feel any type of way. I didn't get like an emotional reaction to it, but I was just like, damn, you did it to yourself, bruh. And I realized.
I wasn't
Go ahead.
I was saying, I'm right there with you. I agree. I mean, he's cool. He was never one of my favorite characters or everything. I'm just like you. Like, you chose to go that way. You know all about the Doom Valyria, the Stone Man. But when that Joker jumped into the water, I was like, hold on, what the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
especially for Jorah to be this is Jorah's problem. For him to be apparently one of the more wiser, more seasoned men out here, just in general, he should know how to carry himself and to not do nothing like that. But he is so blinded by his love for Queen Daenerys, he don't know what to do with himself by any means necessary. I think he probably took that way because maybe it was the fastest. I don't know. He didn't care if it was the most dangerous, but
I think he was trying to avoid. I think he was trying to avoid certain people, like the dangers of the sea.
That too.
Right that part.
Yeah, that too.
I can't 100% remember if he explained his reason, but I'm pretty sure because of all the pirates and stuff.
Yeah,
but
he
we also
keep
came
Tyrion a secret, obviously.
And also, in that whole scene, one of my favorite parts was when Tyrion first sees Drogon flying across before the Stoneman attack. Then
I was waiting on you to bring him up. Yeah.
Oh shit! He's like, they're real. This is real. Like Daenerys is that bitch. Like, holy shit! Like this is legit. Okay. Because I'm sure
that was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because he stood up. He was like, hold on, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It wasn't no hallucination. They saw him loud and clear, broad daylight, flew right over their head.
Because the Lannisters never believed in the dragons and the White Walkers and all the magical stuff going on the other side of the world. Because they don't.
Even though that big ass skull is under their castle that they got from the Targaryens.
They're supposed to be all dead though.
Yeah, they think they're all dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying they never believed in them ever. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't believe in nothing else, pretty much.
Well, they was all dead, but
because he reads, and he's more susceptible.
Yeah.
Because remember, he went to the wall. He said he just wanted to see if that stuff is true. So at least it's in the back of his mind that stuff could be true. I just never seen it before.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I was so happy when they saw him broad daylight, loud and clear, flew right over their head. It wasn't wait, what was that? I only saw a little piece of it. Right. Broad daylight went right over their head. I was like, okay, yes. Now he really know Daenerys is real. Mm-hmm. She is the mother of dragons. And I'm so happy one of her babies was always free because I always knew he was gonna have to come help her at some point.
Absolutely.
I wish she would let the other two. Up out the basement.
That's what bothers me because they was the good children. They got locked up. They didn't do nothing. Drogon was cutting up out there, and they got locked up for. I'm like, this is
lock us up for him. He did nothing. We've been here the whole time.
And I know she ain't feeding him enough.
Wait, did she feed him one?
I don't know.
The only time
she gave him one of them, yeah, but
yeah, okay.
She probably had other people do it, but
they don't show us how much she feed them.
Yeah.
But I know they eat a lot. Them dragons. And they big now.
Drogon was tearing up whole goat farms and babies. Like,
literally. He was tearing up land.
I was like, man, that's sad.
And he dropped his baby's corpse. That was, oh. Yeah. Daenerys felt so bad because she loved the children. She doing this to protect the children. Yeah.
Right, you know she loved the babies.
So she was hurt when one of her children.
Especially since... Right? So since she's not in Meereen no more, which obviously we're going to get into that, I'm like, you know you still got 2 kids chained up, ma'am.
And had Drogon not been out, had he been chained up, the ass was grass.
Yeah.
Fact. So Daenerys, okay, before the end of Daenerys and Meereen, what all happened in the in-between time? With her and Meereen. I feel like there wasn't a lot. Just a lot of politicking.
No, the sons of Harpy kept attacking over and over and over. So she was losing her forces. So I
remember that.
They attacked and they killed Sir Barristan. Him and Grey Worm were fighting. They were clearing the room from the scenes. And so they.
Oh yeah, I thought that happened in season 4, but it was 5. Okay,
it was 5. Season 5, episode 4.
When Grey Worm got hurt.
Yep. So that was happening. What else was Daenerys doing?
Grey Worm and that girl gonna be together. I don't care what nobody say. Grey Worm and that girl gonna be together.
Miss Sandy, I like them 2 characters. I really do.
Yeah, I like them. Wasn't there some conversation about Sir Barristan going to help? Well, how he eventually got to Grey Worm? Like he wasn't supposed to have been out there, right? In the first place, or am I misremembering?
No, I think he went to go. Maybe he went to go check or something, and then he ended up being able to help him fight.
I thought this was stirrup. This is hot sauce. I'm so mad. I don't eat hot sauce. And I just poured it all over my waffles. I'm so mad.
Oh, hold on.
I was like, why is this spicy?
How do you?
What spicy syrup is this? I'm so mad. Wow. I thought they gave me 2 syrups because what is one little container of syrup? So I poured the first one all over it. It was hot sauce. Took a mouthful of hot sauce.
Wait. Sir, wait.
I'm thoroughly upset. Because I could have went and got my own syrup for all that.
No.
Mouth is hot.
Wait. Oh, hold on. The way I am crying, hold on. I need a second. Because syrup and hot sauce is not the same color.
They are from this restaurant.
No,
they
what
are.
brown hot sauce you use?
No,
what brown hot sauce you use?
It did not look red. I don't know what they mixed this with.
Literally.
But it was syrup color. It was a dark, like honey brown.
Hold on, I literally can't breathe. Hold on, that was so funny.
Well, my mouth is on fire. I'm upset because those were 2 chunky pieces of waffle that I'm not going to eat.
I told you you eat too fast. This is what you get. Why don't you slow down and look at your food?
I'd be hungry. Well, I thought it was 2 syrups. Normally I smell everything, and that's why.
Hold on. Oh, that I needed that. Oh, that was funny.
I didn't.
Why don't you? Why? Hold on. How do you? I could see mixing up mild sauce and hot sauce. You ain't from Chicago, so you may or may not know what I'm talking about. But I could see mixing up mild sauce and hot sauce. Them don't even look the same though. The texture is different, and hot sauce is darker.
You would not have known the difference. Like now that it's empty, it's red. It's like an orange is red. But when it was all together in this, it looked exactly like the syrup.
You know what?
I promise you. I know I'm not crazy.
That don't.
And I don't wear glasses.
Your screen blurry, and it don't look the same to me. No, I can't even eat no more. You gonna make me throw up. That was funny. Hold on. Cause that was funny. Hold on. Let me put the top on my dip, cause
it floored me. I'm like, oh, spicy syrup. I'm like, wait, I got the taste. I'm like, hot sauce.
Oh.
And I didn't even take a second look. Like I dumped it. I drenched my waffles in, so I poured it all over. So I'm really upset.
That's why I'm laughing. You should go in the house and rinse them off.
No, I don't want them.
You waste food?
Yes, when I'm upset.
Not you, but look at his face. His whole face changed. He's so mad. Wait. He embarrassed. He mad. He wanted his waffles. All of the above.
They should have labeled it. Because who's going to give me one thing of syrup, though? I'm thinking I had 2 good things of syrup. I'm like, okay. One little.
No, they don't never give you enough sauce. And I don't even like a lot of sauce on my food, but it's never enough syrup. And you know waffles ain't going to do nothing but absorb the whole first one.
Let's get back to
give me about 5 more seconds. Because that was funny. Look, now trucks want to ride past. It was all quiet.
Right. What they doing?
What was weird? That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
What was weird?
I think we were talking about Sebastian, right?
Something.
Yeah, I think we talking about Sebastian.
Yeah, so I just remember like, was Sir Barristan doing a patrol? Grey Worm was doing like a patrol, and then it was like that's when they came around and started killing him, and then Sir Barristan came out and was able to help him because Grey Worm would have died if Sir Barristan didn't pop up. That scared me.
So,
and I kind of was sad when Sir Barristan died. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I forgot. Daenerys went to go do something, and I think she was answering like, the grievances of the people, and then she was like, "Sir Barristan, go patrol the streets."
Oh yeah, she was talking.
Sing a song for me because they just got done.
Town
talking
meeting.
About, yeah, they got done talking about her brother Rhaegal or whatever his name is, and he told her that he used to like to sing. And that was like kind of opposite of some of the stories that she's been told because everybody always thought her family was vicious, which wasn't always true. So she said, go sing me a song. So he was patrolling the streets, minding his business, just, and then the Sons of Harpy, they was plotting. So, some of the Unsullied had started to go to the brothels and they were just kind of, I don't know what they were doing, to be honest, because they ain't got nothing to give. But they just like to do. Yeah, for the company and just the idea of it, I guess. And then the one girl, that was sleeping with one of the Unsullied, she was low key Sons of Harpy, so she was feeding misinformation and sending them into traps. So they were getting slaughtered left and right. And then Grey Worm and a few of them got cornered in a room. He was just clearing the room, but he was getting stabbed up and cut up. And then Sir Barristan finally came through, and then they cleared the room, but Sir Barristan took some fatal wounds. And upon first reaction, I didn't think that he died. I thought they just passed out because they was exhausted. They took battle wounds, so I didn't see them dying. But Sir Barristan did it.
Grey Worm literally. It was literally just because they had more numbers. Because Grey Worm was clearing their ass. He was clearing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
He was clearing them because he would have died long before Sir Barristan got there. He was holding his own, but it was just so many of them, and they was just steady coming. He wasn't even getting the break. They was just steady coming. So yeah, tensions were high. So yeah, that was all of the politicking and all that was going on in Meereen. But back at King's Landing, speaking of Cersei and them, Sir Loras was happy that he wasn't gonna have to marry Cersei because Tywin was dead. But see, his sweet ass started getting real loose, and he was just with Oliver, just real loose with it. And then obviously that was when Marjorie had walked in, they had a conversation, and then Oliver ended up using that against him later on. Your sister was there. So that was when he saw his birthmark that's like on his thigh or something that he got.
They had slept together
Could you
before
imagine?
that, didn't they?
Yeah. But Marjorie was never there.
Right.
But that time, because he was just real loose with it, having a good time, because they wasn't sneaking no more, basically. And Oliver ended up using that against him later on. I was so mad at him. I was like, oh, I could kill him.
Yep, but that was always Littlefinger's bird, so you can't trust nobody affiliated.
And right after, you can't trust nobody in King's Landing, period. And right after, because Cersei ain't give a fuck about her daddy's funeral. Soon as the funeral was over, what was their cousin name?
Lancel.
He was like, don't forget about what happened with Robert and the wine and what we did. And I'm like, sir, you pick a fine time. It was funny to me. But see, I don't know when else he thought he was going to see her. And that was foreshadowing that I had absolutely no clue. Him and that religious group, oh boy, that was foreshadowing that I did not know about.
So
when
even
Lancel
before that,
came and talked to Cersei.
Bless me. I had never realized that Lancel had purposely been feeding Robert the wine. I didn't know that until this season. I thought it was just a freak accident, and I thought Robert died the most stupidest way possible, but it was really a ploy by Cersei and Lancel. So that blew me.
It was really still Robert's fault because Robert would ask for it, but Cersei had told Lancel basically just don't run out. Just keep giving it to him. Just don't run out, basically. And that's why he was telling Cersei that, like, don't forget what we did.
I think somebody, and this may be wrong,
I don't know.
Somebody in my comments said they gave him something that was strong to, like, enhance the effect of the drunkenness. So, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was just keeping...
He liked to drink. So, yeah, that was foolish. I remember being pissed off at the person. I'm one of the few people, I guess, that actually like Robert. I thought he was actually pretty hilarious.
He was cool.
He was cool. He was
kind like Robert.
Like, everybody so far after has just been...
Robert got on my nerves. He was cool, though.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
I think Tywin explained the best. He was like the best king that never wanted to be king, or something like that. He said, like he just did.
No, he had. Robert just had. He had the vibes, but he was just too sloppy. I mean, he had kids all over King's Landing. I mean, he was so sloppy. Like, sir, tighten up. Tighten up, Robert. Robert was the definition of in these streets, okay? I don't even know how he got any work done.
He didn't. His small council did.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how he got any work done.
The hand and the small council will represent him always.
That's why he went and got Ned, because he wanted to drink and pour himself to an early grave.
Yeah, he didn't do no work.
Exactly. He lived his life exactly how he wanted to. He was here for a good time, not a long time, okay?
Joffrey too, because Tywin did all his work. The hands are literally underrated.
No, but Joffrey was trying to be here for a long time. Robert ain't care if he was here or not. He was here for a good time, not a long time.
Absolutely.
Joffrey didn't even really get to turn 16, okay?
Right.
How old is Joffrey anyway? 14? I'll be forgetting.
He was probably close to Sansa's age.
I think for here, I think he was like 17, 18, something like that.
Oh,
okay.
Really?
Because he's actually supposed to be the same age as Rob, I think, in the books.
Get out of here. Oh, okay, in the books. Ooh, I can't wait to start the books. That's coming soon, y'all.
Yep.
I should start April 1st. Is that a good day? I should. Let me be quiet.
Finish season 6, ma'am.
Leave me alone, sir. I already finished season 5, which is where the first book ends, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So
the first episode. All the books. Yeah.
So, but
you can read all the books.
Yeah, it was just a lot going on.
Absolutely.
This first episode, there was like a lot of time spent at the Castle Black, though, right? Because of Stannis.
Yeah, so I think was it at the end of 4 when Stannis' army came in, pretty much, put the wildlings in their place and like captured them all, really. And
I was so sick of.
yeah, this was the episode we captured Mance and had we kept him prisoner. Towards the end, we ended up burning him because Mance, he says it wasn't ego, but he was not willing to bend the knee. He was not willing to fight a foreigner's war or whatever.
That was a respect thing, and I wasn't mad at it. I was so sick of Stannis at Castle Black. I was like, can you go home? We do not got the resources to feed all of these men. Can you leave? Like, okay, you came and helped. You want to be king. You're doing that for yourself at the end of the day, not us. Leave. Like, I was so sick of Stannis.
John was like, when y'all leaving?
Right.
And the red woman, I was so sick of them. He had his whole family with him. Stannis did not care.
Did not. I was surprised he brought Shireen and the weird.
No, because he couldn't trust him to leave nobody with his daughter. That's what. Look, you see, Stannis never leaves his army. That's one thing.
Didn't he take the whole island?
But no, this the thing. That's one thing Rob could have learned from Stannis. Keep your whole army with you at all times because you can't trust nobody.
Yeah.
Never leave your army, especially during a war. We don't give a fuck if it's a wedding. Nothing. Never leave your army. And you see Stannis go everywhere with his army. Everywhere.
I don't even think we ever talked about that. So what happened to the rest of the Northern Army after Rob died? They just got the news and was like, fuck it, fall back?
I thought some went home, some went with Stannis, some went with the Lannisters. I don't know. I thought everybody did whatever they wanted to do. They all split.
Sure about how that took place. I'm really not.
I guess they just heard like, oh, the king's dead. Let's just fall back. I mean, they already didn't have the numbers, but I guess they just retreated back to their regular houses. And that's what I guess. I don't know.
I thought some went with Stannis, some went here, some went there. I don't know. I thought they just dispersed.
No, because you remember this whole season was about Bolton taking over the Winterfell and him reclaiming everything they had. So remember, he cut ties with the Lannisters and was like, now we're basically in open rebellion against them, thanks to Littlefinger. Because remember, he married. We already know that episode.
Lies of crazy self.
No, I ain't even talking about lies. I'm talking about he married Sansa and Ramsay. So basically saying, "Fuck you, Cersei. The North is not."
Well, he dropped Sansa off and left. Okay, and I'm still mad at him. We all mad. We don't fuck with Littlefinger. If that's somebody's favorite character, we got to have a conversation because how and why. Yeah, we really do. And see, the thing with Littlefinger, I don't really know if he loves Sansa or is it just this weird fetish he got, some kind of attachment because of her mama. Like, I don't know if he truly care about her as a person. It's just very weird because at the end of the day, nobody is above being a pawn in his game. No matter how he feel about you. Nobody. Anybody can get it. Anybody could be a pawn in this game. Like, as much as he like or however he feel about Sansa, she is not above being used and abused by him. So, he just weird, and I just don't like it. He need to go.
So the comments swear. Never mind. But that's probably season 6 territory. Never mind. I can't. We'll talk about that.
Look at you. Take your time.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, take your time.
But yeah, he. Ooh, I just don't like Littlefinger. I can't. I like watching smart characters. Don't get me wrong, but he's always so many steps ahead of all of us. So it's like we don't really know what his plan is until way out.
I don't think he didn't know how bad of a person Ramsay was.
He didn't.
I know he didn't.
No, he said to Ramsay, "I don't really know much about you."
Yeah.
But
he was a bastard. He literally didn't matter in the community at all until he just was able to prove himself. Like, literally nobody knew or cared about him.
Mm-hmm. And then, and then Ramsay this season was all about proving himself because what's the lady name? Waldra, Big Waldra.
Boy, when I tell you, every time he got to talk about his stepmama, boy, I be hollering.
Ramsay's face got pissed. He's like, when Waldra's pregnant. She might be.
How can you tell?
The maester came and said, it might be a boy. He's like, how can you tell?
He said, no, he said, how'd you do it?
Exactly, because he was trying to figure out how she got pregnant at all. His daddy like him with some meat on him, okay? Let me tell you. The way, even if Ramsay don't say nothing, it's the way he'll look at her.
And my favorite part was Sansa talk about congratulations. She lit up to see what happened.
She like, oh yes, he cannot be in charge. She was like, thank you, appreciate it. Boy, that was so funny. He thought he finally proved himself to his daddy, but it's like, oh no, when I have children, they still are over you. Even though you're my child too. I wasn't married when I had you, so I don't care. Very weird to me, but that's just how it go. I much prefer Varys. He has more taste than Littlefinger. Yeah. Very much. They are two of the same type of characters, but two completely different personalities. I much prefer Varys. He's more tasteful.
And he's for the people. Littlefinger's for himself.
Right.
Exactly. Like, yeah, Varys self-preservation is still number one, but he'll still work with you behind closed doors. Peter will not. Like, no. He said what he said, but
no,
yeah,
he's gonna use people.
For Varys. You know, we got to get to the Vale. Is that where that is where Sansa is, the Vale, where the Boltons are from?
No, the Vale is where the Aarons are from. Jon Arryn.
Liza. Yeah, the aunt and Robin.
Okay, yeah, that's the Vale. Okay, so King's Landing, the Vale, Meereen. What did Arya have going on in season 5? This one she got in her bag for real. I don't even know where to start.
She was in Braavos, and that's when she went to the House of Black and White.
Yes, okay, so that's when she first got that. This is when I finally understood why this lady once told me, because I'm still mad to this day that all of the Stark kids are separated and have been since season 1. I'd be like, can the girls at least get together, please? Like, don't you? I know you miss your sister. They go both ways. And she was like, when Arya start Aryan, you gonna understand why she gone by herself. And this season, I got to see exactly what she meant. Arya's out here doing the Lord's work. It took us some time. Literal baby steps. Arya had to go through a lot to get to be able to do the stuff she did at the end of season 5, but I feel like they did the timeline very well. They didn't drag it out, but they showed you how long it took and every step she had to take, but I felt like they timed it perfectly. Just me watching it, it wasn't dragged out. Well, I was like, okay, when she gonna make it to the next room? But I wasn't mad, it didn't go too fast, so they timed, Arya's timeline season 5 was chef's kiss perfect. It wasn't rushed and it wasn't dragged out. How we feel about Arya? Because she was in her bag.
Oh, I loved it. I was just so confused because, like, when you go into the House of Black and White, they don't explain nothing. So everything is context.
You literally don't get it to the last couple of episodes of the season. It's like, okay.
Because I'm like, what's going on? Folks was drinking the water, passing out dead. I'm like,
wait. They come in there sick. This will heal you. And they just die. I was like, wait a minute.
Wake up dead. I'm like, how does that work? I'm like, what's in the water? I'm like.
Exactly. Like, do it heal some people and kill some, or do it kill everybody?
No, it kills everybody.
Okay, so are those all of the faces that they use? Is that how they got 1 million faces?
Yep. And, of course, I'm thinking the people they go out and kill, they take their faces, too. So, when they're cleaning the bodies, that's when they're starting to prep the face. So they clean them up, and I think when they take them to the other room is when they start slicing the face off, all alpha style.
Literally, I mean, the whispers learn from the best, clearly.
Yeah.
So Arya, I did not understand what was going on. I just knew she had to take baby steps, and I just had faith. I literally could not have imagined her in these last few episodes of season 5. Could not imagine. Like, I didn't know that it was the whole thing. Like, she's literally doing the Lord's work. And I don't even know that man's name. But at the end,
Meereen. Oh, I couldn't stand him. He the one that tried to beat Sansa way back in season 2. Sir Meereen. He's a child beater.
Yeah, he uses and abuses children in every way possible, and I just can't take it.
Went to the whorehouse to abuse children for pleasure.
Make it make sense. That's a different type of sick. When Arya was out there and he was like, remember, didn't Cersei send somebody to the royal bank, and the bank is out there in that area, right? The bank.
Yep.
And and it just so happened that he was like, I guess he was the guard or whatever, the escort for them at the bank. And Arya saw him and she was hiding and shit, so he wouldn't see her out there selling her oysters. That girl out there hustling oysters but hiding at the same time. Shout out to her.
And tacos.
Yes. Out there hustling that seafood. And he was there. And when she was in the whorehouse, I was scared the whole time. Every time she went, I'm like, oh, please don't nobody touch her. Please don't nobody touch her. Please don't nobody touch her.
Right.
And
I think what was scaring me was the fact that he kept looking at her like, I know you. But she kept disappearing quick, and he like, I know you following me, like, but like he wasn't really worried about it. I think he just really thinking about beating her because he's sick.
Right.
But he was like, he kept looking like, huh?
No, he don't want to beat on him. He don't want to beat on him 13. He want to beat on him 10, 9. He want to beat on him. I mean,
he kept saying too old, too old. I was like, too old.
He had to get up off these streets.
Like, that's different. Wanting to just beat children, that's crazy.
I mean, sir.
That I never seen before.
He want to beat on them 9 and 10. Are you kidding me, sir? So, look, let's just get right to it. So, he was out there being the devil. Now, what I'm confused about is, why did Arya get in trouble for killing him? Because it wasn't the right time?
Yeah,
she stole a face. Yeah. You're not allowed to take a face unless you get permission from the many-faced god.
Okay, that's what okay. Yeah. That's okay. But Jaqen actually really likes her, so I feel like that's the only reason she got away with that. Because
they punished her. They took her eyes. So.
Well, I don't know if she could see in season 6 yet, so I will see.
No, in that scene, they blinded her.
I know, I saw it, but he could have killed her and he didn't. He fake killed himself.
No, because she's still learning, so it's about learning a lesson, basically. So I think what I said in my reaction that people like, she took Sir Marin's eyes, so I think that's why they took her eyes. Because the first thing she did was stab out his eyes. Yeah. So I'm like, well, maybe they was like, she took out his eyes, so we're going to take hers. So that was my analysis.
What was y'all reaction when y'all was watching that scene when he was sitting there beating them kids?
I was so confused. And I'm like, what the fuck? This shit is so sick. And then, he get to the last girl. He's like, okay, this one. Because he didn't broke the switch over her head. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, this is a tough little lady. But I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, Arya.
And the way that they did it, because it wasn't Arya, but it was. Like, that little girl was skinnier than Arya. Arya got a little more meat on her than her. That was some skinny little girl, but boy, it was very hard for me to watch. I literally I damn near couldn't watch it. But I was like, it's something to this little girl when she wouldn't even flinch. Yeah. And when Arya lifted her face up out of there, I don't even remember what I said. I just know I was screaming.
Same. I just started to cheer, and she done jumped on him like.
And she got him right on together.
Mm-hmm. She went in on him. I'm like, yeah, I screamed so loud. I threw Rainey up in the air. It was a good time.
Leave that dog alone.
I was glad she let him know who she was.
Uh-huh. She took her time with that one. Yeah. She got him right on together. She stuffed something in his mouth.
She said one of my favorite Arya lines. She said something along the lines of, she was like, I got a few people on my list. The many-faced gods took a few from me, but I'm glad he left me you. And then she like slit his throat. I'm like, yes, Arya. Justice. Justice.
That is the best gruesome thing.
A long way. Tomas, you've come a long way.
I have, because in the beginning, I was so turned off by all this sickness. We
all for it when it's fair.
When we getting even, it's all right. But at first, I'm like, these people not deserving it. The butcher's boy, I always go to bat for him because he didn't deserve it. He was doing.
The butcher's boy did nothing. to
I'm still
nobody.
mad. Like, people were just getting beaten, killed for no reason. So now the right people getting it. So I'm all for it now.
Because at some point we got to restore balance to the universe. Because this is not it. Right. This Game of Thrones world ain't got no kind of balance. The scale is too far on the Lannister side, and I can't take it.
I told my people, I said, I'm in season 7. I told my people, I said, at this point, I'm just here for the violence. I'm ready for everybody.
Because that's what Game of Thrones gonna give you: a scandal and some violence.
Yeah, because you're so sick and tired of being sick and tired. So now I'm just dead to all these people because I'm fed up. I'm fed up. So that was the first time I'm like, okay, maybe this is possible. We getting some people. We ain't sneak killing them no more. We getting them.
Exactly. That was that was the perfect way for him to die, doing what he liked to do. And first of all, that lady is wrong. I don't care about your whorehouse and how you fund your business. Why is you giving them little kids, man?
Right.
So nah.
You could have turned him away.
Yeah, somebody need to go. Somebody need to go get her together. Because why do you even get children available to do that? Where's their mama?
That's what I kept saying. I'm saying, where's these kids' moms? Like, what is going on?
They probably do that to a lot of orphan children. I bet.
Bring your child to work, or like, what is going on? What kind of place is this?
It's something. I don't
Where's
know.
the fathers? There's no way you get a daughter in this life and say, yeah, you're gonna be a whore. Like,
right? They probably orphan children.
Probably they have to be.
They probably orphan children. They might be raised there, but she need to quit because no, that's what we ain't finna do. So that is the best gruesome scene in Game of Thrones history, as me just now finished in season 5. So that is the best gruesome scene I have ever seen. That was, very satisfying, very much deserved, very much God's timing. That was just like she got him so good. Like this, why they so sick for this script to this show? Period. Like I can't take it. But it was so well written. It was so well acted and performed. Like she got him together. She made sure he knew what was going on, and she got him right on together. I needed that. So now I understand what that lady when she told me when Arya star Arya, and you gonna see. Yeah. Now I know.
She took her time with it because normally it's the uncomfortable scenes. They take their time with, and we got to sit there and suffer. It was his turn. I was like, this is perfect. This was good. I can rewatch that
so
scene.
Good.
That's one of my favorite Arya scenes. Easily. So good.
So I got a lot of questions, but I'm not gonna ask y'all because I gotta watch season 6 because I really want to know if she could see again. Because excuse me. So what did that mean? So after he was mad at her for taking a phase and he like fake killed her himself, whatever, like I didn't get that part of it. I got everything else, but I did not get that part of it. Was that like showing like was that a philosophical death and that's why she lost her eyesight? Like she got to see that before her eyes started going away? Like I'm still trying to figure that out. Because that's the part that confused me a little bit.
I think he's trying to teach her like when you're with this house, you're not supposed to have attachments. You're not supposed to have lust for revenge. So taking her eyes was
very much premeditated.
Yeah, taking her eyes was like, you killed somebody you weren't supposed to. You used our face. You weren't supposed to do that. Now somebody has to pay the price. And then so he killed himself to see basically how she would react. She got upset because she was like, that's my friend. He's like, or the waff or whatever, the bitch was like, no, that wasn't your friend. He's like, that's no one. And so they're trying to keep
I can't tell
in her head, no one.
No, I can't tell if that's a little girl or a little lady, but that little blind person is on my nerve.
The name of that character is like the waff or the waif or some shit.
Okay.
I called her a waff.
Because Jackin is in charge. Literally, Jackin is in charge, not you. She'd be like, she's not ready yet. Remember she was in that beating on Arya?
She hating for real. Like Arya didn't do nothing. She was ready to beat on Arya.
literally, like, you're not in charge, ma'am. He is. So she be on my nerve, hating on Arya. She probably the one told that she took the face, even though he would have known anyway. Still, I don't know, but
They be knowing.
at least she put it back.
Yeah,
Exactly. At least she put it back.
They don't care if she used it. They should
So,
have posted.
We got to get into Cersei's atonement. We got to get into that. Back to Lannister. While I'm still excited in a good mood, because when first of all, I already knew Lannister been told on her, but it made sense that she got captured after Tywin died. They was probably like, yeah, it's on and popping now. Let's go on and go get her.
Yeah, we gotta talk about the build-up.
How did you feel?
She played herself on this one because she reinstated the Faith Militant. The Targaryens.
Exactly, because she was using them against Marjorie and them.
Which she thought when she reinstated them, she was going to be able to aim them like a weapon, and they wasn't having it. They was playing her. So the Targaryens
because they're not under
years ago. The Targaryens got
exactly because they're not under any government or any house or any group or anything. That's their own religious code. And so yeah, she was using them against Loras and Marjorie, and I'm very mad about that. Boy, if I was Marjorie, I'd have been whooped Cersei ass in the closet somewhere. I don't know, something.
Ooh, that scene where Cersei went in, Marjorie sounded like Marjorie. If you don't grip this bitch up and whoop her ass, like. But Marjorie, one thing about her, she don't play the part. She stayed who she was trying to be, and she didn't. She called her a few names and let it sit.
You know it was bad, right? You know it's bad when Granny had to pull up. Like, give me my grandkids and quit playing with me.
Hey.
We still working on it, but Granny was like, give me my grandkids and quit playing with me. And when Oliver came out and was like, how would I know he got that birthmark on his stab? Boy, Loras jumped up out that chair and was finna whoop his ass all up and down that room. Like, oh yeah. And he was like,
I had never seen Loras.
Marjorie was there. Loras was going to put hands on him, okay?
Hey,
and Marjorie really just called a stray. Yeah. Exactly. Marjorie really called a stray because her brother being gay ain't got nothing to do with her. But because she was there in that room, he was able to incriminate her and got in trouble. She got in trouble for lying for her brother. So Marjorie
she lied
really
about not seeing that.
Exactly.
So that's like the only
Marjorie
part
really
they got on her
stray.
is lying.
Right.
For real. That was it. And that was what they were counting.
And all Cersei do is lie.
All she do is lie. Every word out her mouth. Like,
literally.
She pisses me
all
off.
she do is lie, plot, and scheme and get away with everything. So I was so mad when Marjorie got locked up.
And talk about how Littlefinger orchestrated all of that too. How he basically gave Oliver and Sir Loras to the Faith Militant guy to get both the Tyrells and Cersei. Littlefinger must be stopped. He got to be stopped. So he's making a power play, and he's fucking over everybody. Anybody that's in power, he's gonna find a way to make a move against you,
exactly,
and knock you down. But it's like for me,
Loras don't even want to be charged.
I don't see that Littlefinger has gained any progress in whatever he's trying to do. Like you getting Sansa fucked over, you getting Cersei and the Tyrells fucked over. But how is it? You killed Joffrey, you conspired to anyway. How is any of this helping you? Like
the only thing he's attained so far is probably the veil.
Yeah,
because he's already had hair.
Yeah, he got the veil.
It's non-existent. That don't even matter at this point, really. But the veil is the only thing that I've seen that he's gained until this whole thing with Sansa getting the North plays out. With what he wants.
Yeah, he want the North too, but the Boltons ain't having that.
Yeah,
Littlefinger ain't got no army, so he just do what he could do. But when Karma caught up to Cersei, Ralph, how did you feel when Cersei got captured?
I loved it.
When they all surrounded her.
Oh my God, shame.
I need a bell. Shame.
I'm saying, I was like, finally, she's about to get what she deserved, man. Like when she was drinking water out of the cracks of the doggone cell, I was like, yes. She's
licking it up off the ground.
Yes.
She was thirsty. Finally knew what it was like to be thirsty.
I'm like, this is conniving stuff she did. I still thought she got off easy. I couldn't stand her, man.
She did. Thank you. Cause all she did was get humiliated to the 9th degree. Like she got, and that was really it. She deserved to get beat on some. They should have beat on her. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Earlier that
everybody don't deserve to get beat on, but
remember the one guy took the Walk of Atonement, the guy who was like representing the church or whatever, the faith or whatever. And they was whipping him through the streets, naked. So
you're right.
She did get off a little easy.
Yeah, literally just because she's quote unquote queen. I still feel bad for Marjorie because Joffrey died right there. Then she didn't even get to certify as queen. She didn't get certified, which I'm still mad about that. Because they wouldn't have been able to do that to Marjorie.
No, she was queen.
Yeah, she was queen. They had a quick wedding with.
But they.
As far as Marjorie being locked up.
Oh, I forgot she did marry Tommen. I forgot.
She married Tommen. It was quick though. It was super quick.
Tommen couldn't get her out.
I forget all about Tommen. Oh yeah. I done forgot all about Tommen. That's crazy.
Shit. They took his queen and he went to his room.
Oh, baby.
They was like, Tommen wouldn't come out. He won't eat. I'm like, Tommen, get an army. Go get Marjorie. Like, what? We're not finna lock up Queen Marjorie.
If that was Joffrey, man, that place would have been turned upside down.
That's what I said in my reaction.
First of all,
Joffrey wouldn't have had it.
Joffrey, bless Tommen heart. He got married. She wore his little tail out. He feels so bad because he don't know what to do. Yeah. And he even went up there and was like, remember when he went up there and
he didn't say
he was trying to get her out, and they basically just said something to him and turned him away. Like he really tried, but he's still a little boy. It's
because he would have had to fight. Tommen is a peaceful king. He don't want violence, so he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to spill blood. And if he wanted to, he could have took the army and freed Marjorie, but he don't want violence. So that's why he's so upset because he gave the order to reinstate the faith. They couldn't have done that without him. So now that it's backfired on him.
But that was not his choice. He was manipulated to do that.
It was his choice. He was manipulated, no doubt, but it still was his choice. It was his
He wasn't thinking about them niggas. Let me tell you something. He wasn't thinking about them niggas with the scrabble in their forehead. He was not thinking about them, okay?
But he gave them power. It was his word.
He was not thinking about them. So I'm waiting on Tommen to finally realize that his mama playing him like a fiddle. So we'll see.
Well, didn't he?
Cause she'd be like, "Oh,"
where he yells at her.
She'd be like, "Oh, they took Marjorie."
He's like,
huh?
There was a scene they went at it a little.
He was just screaming that there was nothing he could do. I don't think he actually screamed at his mother or something like that.
Yeah.
No, because he don't know that she playing him yet. Right. But once he find out, I hope he find out because I'm curious to see how Tommen gonna act when he realizes his mama ain't shit. Because he literally wasn't supposed to be king no time soon. It literally skipped. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be king no time soon. It skipped Robert, her daddy, straight to Joffrey. Like he wasn't nowhere near prepared at all to be king. That'd be like Rickon getting the North. What I'm supposed to do?
That's facts.
That was
because if I'm not mistaken,
with Bran. Remember when they all left and Rob went to war? Bran was sitting there like, what am I supposed to do? And Maester Lewin was helping him.
But that's different. Bran would at least know what to do. Tommen don't know what the hell even going on. He don't even.
Yeah, they were schooling.
I don't think. Ain't Tommen younger than Bran?
They might be around the same age.
Is Tommen in? I thought Tommen was in between Rickon and Bran age. Or maybe the same age as Bran, but I thought he was in between. Yeah, I thought he was in between Rickon and Bran. That'd be like Rickon getting the North. Like, excuse me, y'all got the littlest one out of all the kids. So I feel bad for him because he's sweet and he literally, that poor baby just don't know what's going on. He trying to please his mama. He trying not to have King's Landing at each other's throat. He going through it. So I'm hoping he find out his mama ain't shit, and then he be like, "So you're the reason everything has happened?" Because really, if we get down to it, everything is Cersei's fault.
Yeah, the faith would be nothing without her.
From raising these fucked up kids, Joffrey, like literally everything is Cersei's fault. Literally everything is
Littlefinger,
fault.
I think, caused the most damage on this show.
There it is.
I would say. And Joffrey, I guess. Joffrey, Cersei, and Littlefinger.
No, Joffrey is under the Cersei umbrella because she raised him to be a piece of shit. So he under Cersei.
Yeah,
umbrella.
but he got a real out of pocket because when she stopped being able to control him, he started being a threat.
Yeah.
When he gave the order to kill Ned and she was against it, she lost him.
Yeah, that's what.
So,
but when you tell somebody is the world is whatever they want it.
Yeah,
you constantly tell a little boy that the world is whatever they want it to be. That's what happens.
Good point.
Absolutely.
So, hey, everything is Cersei's fault. Okay. So
I can't stand her.
I hate her. With a passion.
The atonement, I do feel like she got up.
They gotta go right now. They gotta go.
Yeah, they do gotta go. And the thing with Cersei too is every time she was on, because that was the one time I was happy about her screen time throughout her entire existence on the show. I'm talking about was yanking her hair out, cutting that shit. They were hacking it, pulling her neck with it, like, and she just sitting there like, I mean, they was pulling her shit, just hacking it. I said, oh, boy, they was tearing her up.
They was scrubbing
with the look like a
bristle.
It looked like bristles from a broom. Are you kidding me? From the top of the broom, that's hard. Woo! They wasn't even, I was like, y'all ain't even washing up. Y'all just scraping the hell out of her.
With the hard,
you know, it ain't no soap in that water. Y'all ain't. Boy, let me tell you, that's the medieval bristles. Okay, let me tell you. I know they heard it. And when they took her out in front of everybody, I thought she was supposed to stand there at the top of the steps and say out loud to everybody and announce all of the things that she's done.
Me too.
I did not know she was going to step out that robe and walk through King's Landing.
And one fluid movement, they just slipped. Her clothes dropped. I'm like, Cersei Lannister.
Because she knew what was going to happen. I didn't know what it meant to be atoned. I didn't know what was going on.
No.
I thought she was supposed to stand there and say, I conspired to kill King Robert. I fucked my cousin. My brother is my man. Like, I thought she was supposed to do all that. Boy, she got up there. But look, this was before it, too, to the, what's the old white man that's leading the religious cult?
I don't. Do we have his name? I just call him.
He don't even wear shoes.
High Sparrow.
High Sparrow, yeah.
Scepter? I thought it was Scepter. Is this?
No, the Scepter was the lady who be reading at them and throwing the water on the floor and all that. The one to be basically beating them. The lady.
Yeah. Okay, so
he
had already trying to get her to confess to everything because Lancel already told all her business, so he already know everything she did. But as you can see, she taking her and Jamie to the grave. She will not confess to her brother being her man. She confessing to everything else.
And that's because they probably would have went for him
Jamie.
too.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, they probably would have tried to arrest him next.
But also, she was just never admitted. Period. She only ever admitted to her daddy because she didn't like her daddy, and she was really doing it to shit on her daddy, and be like, "You're so fucking stupid. You don't even know your." She was like, "You don't even see what's right in front of you." So she was doing it to get at her daddy. But if she had a good relationship with her daddy, she never would even told him that.
Oh yeah.
So when I'm talking about them people out in their street was clowning.
Literally, they was getting her ass, her royal cheeks, walking down the streets of the. They was throwing shit at her and they was spitting at her. When somebody
double.
That would have been the straw for me. I would have been fighting in the streets because I would have snatched somebody up so quick.
Hey, look here.
They would have just been jumping me because at that point.
I can take the tomatoes, but look here, we ain't going.
Spitting, like they came up to her face and spit. I'm like, No.
That lady pulled her titties out. That man pulled his dick out. That lady pulled her titties out. They was getting real ignorant in the street.
And this is my whole point to Cersei.
Real.
Had you treated your people with respect, had been feeding them, had been treating them well, they would not have did this to you. That street would have been silent as you walked, not nothing thrown at you, not nothing said. They just been like, wow, Queen Cersei. Like, if they would have respected her, she wouldn't have gotten that treatment. But because she was so disrespectful and treated them so dirty, yeah, they gonna get you. This is the only time they gonna get you. So, yeah, I'm
exactly.
Like, that's her fault. Because I'm like, in my Marjorie, time being there, she's been nothing but nice to those people. I don't feel like they would do that to Marjorie. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, if she takes
let me tell you something. They're going to be talking about Cersei titties for the next 3 generations, okay?
The royal tits, yeah.
The next 3 generations. They was getting so ignorant out there in that street, boy, and the whole time I was just like, y'all actually gave me something I like. Like, I just couldn't believe it, because I'm like, she been getting away with murder her whole life.
And this was all the same episode where we got Meereen Tron ass. I'm like, oh, we on our justice arc, our revenge arc. I'm like, okay, I can get down with this.
And I don't expect it to last. Look, I don't expect it to last long, but I'm just happy that it's happening. So
good time, not a long time. Right?
I was just like, let me tell you.
I'm sitting here like Cersei Lannister. And then now let's talk about when she got to the Red Keep.
Tywin's only daughter. What?
Oh yeah.
Literally over Tywin's dead body.
Tywin was shaking in his grave.
That was the only way. That was the only way that was ever gonna happen. That man, boy, he was tossing and turning in that grave. I tell you. Ooh wee.
Now when she walked into the Red Keep,
I know.
We gotta talk about that part because they all just looked at it. Not nobody moved. Not nobody gave her a blank. They all looked at her, but one person, the alchemist. He came over and said, "Oh, Cersei," and then covered her up. And then he revealed the mountain. What you think about the mountain?
And I'm so fucking sick of the mountain, sir. Die, please. I'm sick of it. He's literally Frankenstein. I can't take it no more.
Yeah.
Die, Frankenstein, please. I can't take it no more. Can you please die? I was mad at the alchemist coddling her. Bitch, don't nobody give a fuck. Shut up. They let her off. That was a slap on the hand for all the shit she been doing her whole life. That was a slap on the hand.
Everybody else was disgusted. Nobody even budged to help her. And the alchemist did. I was like, damn.
They was like,
the mountain gonna pick her up.
But she was just trying. Even when she fell, boy, her feet was bleeding and everything. I was like, woo! That's a long walk. She had fell, scraped up her knee or something. Boy, that was a long walk. Boy, I'm talking about, I had to marinate on that. That was so good. Between literally Arya killing Meereen, whatever his name is, and Cersei's atonement, that's top tier Game of Thrones.
And that's not even all the justice we got. Stannis got his ass got that episode by Miss Brienne of, what is it, Tarth?
Tarth, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everybody was getting what they got coming to them, yeah.
I forgot about Stannis. I wanted to talk about Brienne real quick because Brienne runs the girls away. She comes on a little strong. She needs to learn how to explain herself better. And she been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And Reek been getting on my last motherfucking nerve. Gonna sit there and tell on her about the candle. I could have threw him over the wall. I was so mad.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of him. And finally, when Sansa get her ass up there and put that candle up there herself, Brienne just turned her back. And I knew it was going to happen like that. Because the men was coming. And I knew Brienne wasn't going to get to see it. She sat there day and night, 24/7 waiting on the candle up there. Oh, I was so mad.
I'm like,
I was so mad.
Damn it. I'm like, Stannis gonna get his. Damn it, let's get Sansa. Even if Sansa didn't put the candle up, go get Sansa.
Right.
I want Stannis to get his. I want Stannis. Well, Stannis got his. I want Ramses to get his. But then by the time shit hit the fan, her and Reek jumped over the wall. I'm still trying to figure out if they fucked that jump up or not. I'm pretty sure they made it, but I'll see. At least she picked the time.
That was a tall jump.
At least she picked the time during like a fight or whatever to leave. because them people was coming, and she was like, "Fuck that, come on!" and they jumped. So,
and that was
we'll
only
see
after
if he
he
get
had
to
to throw
redeem himself.
Ramsay's side piece over the dang balcony, because she was about to
Yeah,
shoot.
because that bitch was tripping.
Because she was jealous.
She was
Tired of her. I was so happy when Reek grabbed her and threw her over. I'm like, thank God. I'm like, there's a chance. There's hope. There's hope.
Finally, you turned around. Thank you.
And that's all we can do is take that
Now, how does
and hope
Stannis-
to go a mile. Because, whew.
Literally. How did Stannis and Brienne ended up meeting? I don't remember.
So Stannis, his forces got surrounded, and he basically kind of fought his way into the forest area off to the side, and they were kind of
After he left Castle Black.
yeah. So they remember they pulled up on Winterfell, and they were just completely outnumbered. Because remember, Ramsay set fire to his camp at night. He took the 20 men or whatever, and then he got deserters the next morning.
Yeah, I remember that.
A good chunk of their horses was burned, and then he had already burnt Shireen. We're gonna talk about that. But yeah.
Oh my God, no, we gotta talk about that right now. Hold on, let me tell you, because I'm waiting to talk about Jon Snow last, because I'm still fucked up over it. We're gonna get Jon Snow last, because that was the last thing.
This is what I hear. I understand that episode with Shireen aired on Father's Day.
Man,
It did.
Right after Tywin aired on Father's Day. Them Father's Day episodes ain't shit. Oh my.
Mm-mm.
That's what I heard, man. It's like, are you serious right now?
Now let me tell you. Now I knew that Stannis will stop at nothing to be king, because he's made it clear that he will stop at nothing to be king. But to sacrifice his daughter was something else. That was so hard for me to watch. And what made it even worse to me was when his wife allowed it. I said, "Oh, fuck that bitch."
Right, she
Yo,
gonna
baby,
be a
you
mother the
married for
last
that much?
5 seconds of Shireen's life. I'm said, bitch, shut up. I don't even want to hear your whining because you don't even give a fuck about.
She was
your
like,
own life,
literally,
your
whatever.
family. She disgusted.
Whatever you got to do to be king. The fact that I was more disgusted at his wife than him. I was disgusted at both of them because, to me, the way that they have played it out to this point, he really liked his daughter more than his wife. He don't even really give a fuck about his wife. They just so happen to be married. They just so happen to be married.
Disgusted in her
But
because she couldn't father none of his sons. So I think that really just put a fork in their relationship. That's why she was so upset with herself. That's why I said that she don't even care about her own life. So she didn't care about her daughter, and then her daughter had the Stoneman disease, which they cured, and she still treated her like shit. So that's why I'm like, you crying the last 5 seconds of this baby's life, like, can't even feel bad for you.
The man that she was teaching to read, you see, they did that shit as soon as he sent him out with a message, because he would have not allowed it at all. That was his niece.
When he sent Davos away. Yeah, he knew.
That's why
he did that on purpose.
Davos was like, "Can I take Shireen with me?" He's like, "No, my family stays with me."
Yeah, because he already knew at that point they was gonna have to burn Shireen, and Davos wasn't gonna be able to stomach it. Davos would have turned on and did something. Davos might have just straight up left.
Davos wouldn't have let him get it. They would have had to kill him because he would have been fighting.
Right.
Yeah, he probably would have kidnapped Shireen and ran, or tried to at least.
That was Meereen with them kids, and after that, the hardest to watch was his daughter being burned alive. That fucked me up. Yeah. Because my thing is it's not even a guarantee, but even if it was a guarantee, the fact that you would burn your daughter alive for the possibility to be king is insane to me.
It's not worth it at that point.
So
you get everything. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
Because they brought that
idea
proved to me
that he was
already prior, and he pretty much cussed her out.
And he was like, "No."
Right.
Exactly. But he getting real. Well, he passed. He passed getting. He is real desperate. Like he's desperate at this point.
We can't skip over the fact that the Lord of Light was the one that turned on him. They did this because the Lord of Light was supposed to help them win the war, and then the Lord of Light fucked them over the next morning. That was when all the soldiers and everything left, and they just got the horses was burnt. It was like they got fucked over.
The thing is he don't even really believe in the Lord of Light. He's just trying to get any benefits from anywhere to try to be king. He don't even really believe in that shit.
Well,
So,
I think
and when old girl dipped out,
he did start to believe
I don't
after
think
he
he
lost
believed
that Blackwater. He did. Because remember, he cussed out Davos, was like, I shouldn't have listened to you. I should have used her power. And then they was following the Red Woman's, path. Because remember, he showed her the future, or she showed him the future that Robb was going to die, Joffrey was going to die. And then he said, what was the other name? Balon Greyjoy. We didn't see that happen. But for the most part, 2 of the 3 people she said showed him that was gonna die. So he's like at this point kind of believing her. So he kind of started to go along.
Balon did.
No, we didn't. We haven't even. No, we ain't seen Balon. That's Theon's dad. We ain't seen him.
So okay, that's what I thought that was. Okay. So I really don't think he believe in that shit. I just think he's trying to get any benefits from anywhere. Anybody that got something that'll help him to be king. I just rubbed my eye and it looked horrible. Ooh,
but no, he
like
believed it because that was why he burned his daughter, because he did believe in it. He really thought in his mind that burning Shireen, sacrificing her, was going to win him that battle, and it didn't. And then he knew he was fucked at that point. He was like, "We're just going to ride in the battle. We're not retreating. It's over. It is what it is." They literally just.
Right.
And I think, and I might be wrong, I might have saw it, but I thought some people was running off. Like some people turned around.
They were. They was like, listen, them people was like, this nigga is burning his daughter alive. I know he don't give a fuck about us.
Right. And most of them were sellswords. So like, you not at a point you're not getting paid enough for this. I gotta go. So yeah.
Don't nobody want to see that shit. They signed up for war to kill some men, not to watch their leader burn his daughter alive. Seeing some shit like that, you know he don't give a fuck about you, okay? So right. that was very hard to watch. I was so pissed off at him and his wife. Literally both of y'all are a piece of shit. Like that's just what it is. And the fact that she's so stupid, she just let him do whatever he want to do. She literally don't care. She let him do whatever he want to do, and he burned his daughter alive.
Horrible.
And then girl dipped out because she knew it wasn't working.
Oh yeah, like, that next morning because I was like, okay, the Lord of Light gave him some sun. The snow started to melt a little bit. It looked right, and then the bad news just came left and right. They're like, oh, half our people then left us, and the horses gone. Like all this stuff was happening.
I'd have left too.
The Red Woman said, yeah, fuck that, because he would have probably killed her.
He literally would have strangled her with his bare hand.
Yeah, like you just made me kill my daughter and this shit didn't work. Yeah, she's like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Let me tell you. He would have strangled that redhead lady with his bare hands. That's what he would have did. He would have, I'm talking about with his face to face, up close and personal, he would have strangled that lady.
And at that point when he killed Shireen, I stopped caring about his story because you ain't shit. I can't even root for you no more. Like, and I really was only rooting for him for Sansa. I needed Sansa to win. I needed her to get out of that situation. But I mean, I guess it gave her a little advantage, but she on a run now, so it's like.
Okay, speaking of Melisandre, this just came to my mind. Did anybody get freaked out when she said, "You know nothing, Jon Snow"? Like, I literally got chills. Like, how she know the same?
Because she believes in.
When did she meet up with Jon?
When they was at the wall.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh yeah, I was so
because sex with her, and she was like, "You know nothing, Jon Snow."
I believe in the Lord of Light, even if some of the characters don't. I believe in the Lord of Light. The Lord of Light is real, and they be showing her some shit. So she saw Ygritte, and that's how she knew that line. And she was trying to do that to connect with Jon, and yeah, Jon wasn't having none of that. And I was grateful because stay away from their world because they crazy.
Well, let me tell you. That was Shireen, that whole storyline. I felt so bad for that little girl. She literally spent her entire life locked up in her room reading books. She got to teach Davos how to read. That was her only friend. That was literally her uncle. And then her daddy burned her alive, and her mama let him.
And she was such a pure child. She was still happy. Despite everything that happened to her, she never let it dull her spirits. Like she was a great child.
She had hope. She was a child.
Nobody didn't get into no trouble. I'm like, this is a great child. Like people would kill for a child like this. This is the perfect child, and they treated her so bad. I get mad every time I think about
She's
it.
one of the only normal. She's literally one of the only normal children. Not many of these children is normal. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't want to do nothing. Didn't want
very
for nothing. Didn't ask for nothing. Just wanted to be loved. That's it. And her mama treated her like shit. Her daddy wasn't around half the time. And then they burned her. And she begged for them in her final moments. Like, two people you supposed to count on your whole life wasn't there for you. They burned you. I'm like, poor child. Poor child.
I'm trying to see if it's anything we need. I'm trying to see if it's anything we need to talk about before we get into this
Tyrion finally
Jon Snow. Because let me tell you.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Tyrion.
I was about to talk about that too. Yeah. So he had that journey and them finally meeting, because obviously Tyrion is the only Lannister that really matters. I was so happy when he got to meet Daenerys.
Wait, can we talk about I just want to backtrack slightly. Why did that pirate capture Tyrion talking about he was going to cut off his dick and sell it to a cock merchant? I'm not over that. I'm like, this is the black people they give us. I'm asking for black characters, and this is what you give me.
Thank you. No, or like that one nigga that was thirsty over Daenerys that she locked in the safe. I was like, these the niggas they give us.
Talking about he had all this money and all this gold. I'm like, where is my Wakandans? Like, there gotta be a black nation out here that has nothing but greatness. That's away from all the Westerosi shit. Where's my black people? Like, I'm tired of these pirates. You were like cock merchants and
you were like the black man on House of the Dragon better. He got some sense.
I need some black people with some sense. Like, people who ain't slaves and pirates. Like, I'm tired of this shit. Where's Wakanda? God damn.
Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to do that a little before.
I'm so happy Daenerys and Tyrion finally got to meet. That's one thing Jorah did that I guess you could kind of say made up for his job for being the spy at first, but I'm happy that Daenerys still stood her ground. Like, all right, thanks for the gift, but it's still fucking. Because she has to stand on what she said. She can't go back on what she said.
Nope.
And then, that's one thing about
all of the motherfuckers... She's going to go with her word. If she says something, she's going to do it. And she may start to regret it later on, but she's like, this is my word. This is what I said. This is what I'm going to do. So that's one thing I love about her character.
And then, when they finally opened the fighting pits back up, and them motherfuckers with the mask came out to assassinate her, I'm like, she didn't even want to open this shit back up.
They just don't like her.
She did what y'all wanted her to do. I know. She's a foreigner, and as far as they concerned, what are you doing here? You literally a foreigner. Like, they said this blind bitch ain't finna come tell us what to do.
And then what
happened? So that's just how they feel.
Jorah look out for her again.
He did. Yeah. He threw that spear. You know, I flew back in my seat. Like, what was he doing? He got the Harpy. I'm like, oh, he just saved her life. And then
let me tell you, that scene was so good.
Putting masks on, and I'm like, they run for the exit blocked. I'm like, now we running in the field. We didn't circle Daenerys with her force, her unsullied, the second son dude. Jorah, I'm like, we trying to protect Daenerys. And I'm like, this is a mess. This is a mess.
Let me tell you, that whole scene in the fucking Coliseum, that was the Coliseum they was in. Let me tell you, that whole scene in the Coliseum, from the time they first started to kill her to when her son came and picked her up, let me tell you, that was so well played. I know they had a lot of extras on set that day. That was a big moment. That was good. I knew something was gonna happen, but the way it happened, I'm like, you outnumbered. I'm like, her son gotta come get her.
I don't know if you know, but when they Drogon sets people on fire, they actually light real people on fire. I don't know if you. I watched the behind the scenes, and they show how they light.
It looked real.
It is real. That's why all that fire is real.
I did not know that.
Yes. So when Drogon lights people up, it's real. I'm like, that's crazy.
Let me tell you, when Drogon pulled up, Tyrion was like, boy,
they all was.
Everybody was like,
the whole Coliseum froze. They was like, oh shit. And then can we talk about the idiot that went and tried to still attack Daenerys with her dragon right there? I'm like, this got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the Coliseum.
They was ready to die trying to finish the mission, okay?
Literally. He had some hate in his heart. He was hurt. Daenerys
and
hurt
she literally summoned them. Boy, she sat there and she closed her eyes for a second.
No, so she actually
he pulled out.
She thought she was about to die.
I thought she summoned him.
No,
I thought she summoned him.
So her dragons can sense when she's in distress. So Drogon being
exactly, and I thought she closed her eyes. She was like, "Ooh, come pick me up real quick, boy. I'm about to die. Come pick me up, something." That's what I thought.
She thought she was finna die.
Drogon, bring your
Masani's hand.
Boy, I thought she was like, Drogon, bring your ignorant ass over here and come pick me up right now. They out here trying to kill me. Boy, he pulled right up, and then she opened her eyes and looked. Boy, he came down. She would have got on the dragon. I know Daenerys got a lot going on, but what she never made time for was to learn how to ride her dragons. Because you see, she was scared, but she was like, "Shit, this I'm finna die. I'll get up here. What we finna do?" Boy, she got up there and he flew out. And Tyrion, her man, and Jorah was just like, "Well, shit, what we gonna do?" And they just sitting there waiting on her to come back.
Cause like the dragon is literally in here roasting and munching on folks, and they still fighting. Like y'all not gonna run. Like that's crazy.
Do not care. They was about to die finishing the mission.
Yeah, so she's like, I have to go.
That's one of my favorite Daenerys.
Yeah, she's a beast.
Cause you see, they quit fighting after she was gone. Yeah,
because it was like there's no point. They don't care about none of her other folks. So. And then wasn't it? Just like, we gotta talk about the aftermath because that made me mad too. Episode 10, right? That was when Drogon dropped her off. Didn't take her back to Meereen, but dropped her off in his nest.
He's so irritating. He's so irritating. Boy, you don't get enough rest. All you did was come pick me up.
Granted, like, he did get stabbed up a few times, but like, I ain't got no food. I ain't got nothing. Take me back. Like, and then you can come rest. Like but I can't stay here and do nothing. He like, nah, I'm going to sleep. You better chill. And Daenerys was not.
He happy. Like, Mom, go to bed. He literally hit that child. I'm like, at least you saved your mama, but boy, I'm so tired of you. Boy, he make me tired. I'm going on top of that mountain and then went to sleep. I would have just sat there until he was ready to wake up. She gonna go wander her ass. Yeah. Down that damn mountain. Literally. Now she picked up at I don't know who the hell until I watched season 6. I was so mad. Like, why you ain't stay up there with your dragon?
I'm like, Drogon, please come get your mama. Boy. Please.
You had one job to listen to me, sir. He do not listen. But do you think the other Rhaegar and them, do you think they would have came and picked up all three of them? You think they all three would have pulled up?
No doubt. The other two is good children. Yeah, they would have came. They would have been
really, they really would have been fucked up. Let me say, all of them would have been dead if all three of them would have pulled up because they could have ready, break. Like they would have that whole circle. They would have took in thirds. Everybody would have been burnt up. Everybody.
And they do not discriminate.
They really would have
been roasted. They would have been feasting afterwards.
Everybody.
That was good. That was good.
That was so good. I was so happy he came and picked up his mama. Oh, I was so happy. I just need Daenerys to. I swear, if Daenerys do not outlive Game of Thrones,
it's gonna be an issue. It's
what's the play?
What's the play? They ain't got shit to say to me because what did I watch this show for? You wasted my time with Daenerys and Queen at the end. I don't want to see no other ending. There's no other satisfying ending but Daenerys on the throne.
I need her on the Iron Throne. I need King's Landing to return to the Targaryen bloodline. I still want Daenerys to find another Targaryen. I know they all dead, but if the old blind man was alive all this time, it might be another Targaryen somewhere. I just want to see
the Night's Watch can't have no kids or nothing, so he would have had to have a kid in secret. What was it, Maester Aemon? Before all of that.
Maester Aemon, yeah.
Yeah, but he gone.
And he was old, so I don't know. I'm still mad that he died because I wanted Daenerys to at least meet him. Like, he could have told her old Targaryen stories from his generation. The only Targaryen she knew for the longest is her ignorant ass brother that I can't stand. Right. So I didn't like that because literally everybody else was murdered. They killed all the Targaryens. So
yep.
I wonder if they're going to show us that when they bring
this season was Sam standing up for Gilly when they was trying to rape.
Oh yeah!
And
I be so scared for Gilly every single time he leave her.
I say a small prayer for Sam and Gilly every time they in the episode because bless their heart. They are two of the purest characters in Game of Thrones. I mean, like, they have not let the world dull their spirits. Like, they just jolly old fellas just going through the realm. Like, I love both of those characters. I really
Gilly
do.
Gave him some. I was like, oh.
Definitely. After he was hurt.
Yep. Sam ain't know what to do.
And then this is also the same season where he asked Jon, because we got to talk about Hardhome, but this is the same season where he sends Sam away and was like, Sam has to be a
damn near episode. Wasn't it like the episode before?
It might have been because he asked to be a maester, and he got sent out because he wants to learn how to help Jon defeat the White Walkers.
He was like, I'm going to die here. Send me away, friend.
Because him and Gilly had to get out of there because none of the men have got none.
They
so
did.
Gilly's the only woman there, and they're like, yeah, they sick. So they had to get out of there. And we do need to learn how to defeat the White Walkers. So Sam needed to go be a maester. Yeah. But let's talk about Hardhome.
I'm happy that Sam... no, we ain't, because I ain't ready.
Hey, Hardhome, hey. Hey.
Wait, listen.
What's great about that? It was unexpected.
It was.
Yes.
I didn't even know what a Hardhome was. I was like, oh shit.
Listen, I'm happy that Sam finally asked to leave, and I'm happy he let him go. But I knew as soon as Sam left, I said, oh, it's finna get ignorant. I could just feel it. I just knew it was finna get ignorant. Let me go get me another bottle of water. Hold on, because I'm sick. Talk about the last episode. I'm sick. Hold on, I gotta go get me some more water. Hold on, because I can't live.
Yeah, Game of Thrones season 5. Where does Game of Thrones season 5 rank in your rankings of the show?
Now that I think about it, it's not as bad as I remember. There's a lot that went down. The worst part of it was that there was no Bran. Throughout the whole season.
Actually, was Brandon not in the season?
Not at all.
No. Damn.
Not at all. No Bran, no Rickon. They just didn't cover it at all. So it's not as bad as I remember. So, but I still think, for me, season 4 and 6, it's a toss up for me. 6 and 4, either one, whichever one's your favorite, is cool with me.
6
is that's 1A and 1B, however you want to put it. And then I probably have to go season 3 because of the Red Wedding.
the storytelling with it, yeah. That's unmatched.
Then maybe 1 and then 2, but I think the Hardhome is maybe like the greatest event to happen in the doggone Hope. It's up there in the top 3 as far as because we weren't expecting it. We knew they were going to go talk to some more wildlings, but we wasn't expecting that episode. How like the last half of the whole episode was just that, and it was shocking. It was amazing.
It floored me.
It threw me for a loop.
Because the book folks kept telling me that they only heard about the events of Hardhome in the book, so they got to see it. Yeah. So that was a good episode. I wasn't expecting it because I just look at the titles. I'd be like, whatever, it is what it is. I didn't know what a Hardhome was, and they mentioned it a few episodes before, but I forgot about where they was going. So I'm just like, Hardhome, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking, Jon about to have a hard time convincing these folks, and
I can't sit up straight. I'm sick, y'all. Let me tell y'all.
Before we get into the sick shit about Hardhome, one character that really stood out was the y'all know the lady with the children. I really like that character.
Yeah, I did too.
She had another one of my.
They showed her on the screen.
She had another one of my favorite lines.
They showed her.
She had one of my favorite lines in the show so far when she was when the dude was like, "My ancestors would spit on me if I worked with the crows," and she was like, "So would mine, but fuck them, they're dead." I was like, "Yeah, like that's my girl right there. That's my girl right there." I liked her instantly from that moment.
And that's when I knew she would die because I liked her.
Yeah, you can't have none. This show gives and it takes. Gives and it takes. Literally gives.
No, let me tell you. Well, let me tell you, because we already at 1:39. We about finna hit 2 hours. Let me tell y'all something. Leading up to Hardhome, first of all, y'all know I already literally hate 99% of the people at Castle Black. I literally hate all of them. You so mad at Jon for wanting peace, but okay, if y'all hate them so bad, why don't y'all go take y'all big and badass over there on the other side of the wall and go kill them all then, since y'all so big and bad and y'all hate them so much? Like, people be taking their anger out on the wrong people, so I already hate everybody at Castle Black anyway. Before, wildlings aside, I hate everybody at Castle Black anyway. So, we've obviously had a wildling encounter before. Jon didn't, but Sam did. So, when y'all, this Hardhome is one of the greatest Game of Thrones episodes. It is. I see why it's in your top 3. It's one of them. Yeah. It's one of them. Just leading up to it. First of all, the lady with the black hair, I loved her as soon as she came on screen. Yeah. As soon as she came on screen, I was like, I like her. And the second she put her kids in the boat and she didn't get on the boat with her kids, I said, oh, they finna kill her. That's when I knew they was gonna kill her. Now, I didn't know she was gonna die. But once she put her 2 girls on the boat and then she went out there to fight, I said, yeah, they're going to kill her. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was so sick. And she saw them little skeleton babies. Oh, and she just couldn't.
The baby from the first episode. The little girl from the first episode that pretended to be dead.
Yes.
She came back.
Let me see. Oh. Woo. The skeleton with you could see the wind going through the rib cage, sir. She was like, I mean, you could tell them kids they haven't been dead that long because they haven't ate enough people yet to get some meat on them. So, boy, them 2 little kids, and it's making me itch. Hold on. Boy, the wind was blowing.
She didn't even try to fight them. She took her weapons and crossed herself and just let herself get eaten. I'm like, damn. Because she was so hurt because she was thinking about her babies. But I'm like, damn. And that gives me, not to jump to The Walking Dead, but that gives me Maggie vibes in the final season when she saw that child Walker and she thought about Herschel.
No.
She was only going to let her kill her. Almost.
No, she was supposed to do Michonne with the sword and kill all them kids. That's what she was supposed to do. Them kids dead already.
Michonne is one of a kind, though. Everybody can't be a Michonne.
Them White Walkers, them ain't even kids no more. That ain't even fair. They using the kid's body. Them ain't even kids no more, man. But I felt so bad for them. Let me tell you something. They brought the giants back. All of the wildlings. Now, you know the redhead wildling. We fucked with him. Oh, yeah, because the other one was dead. Yeah. Boy, they brought the fight scene. Yeah.
Now, can we talk about how they left all the people out there?
The dog started barking, it was over. I was like, oh, my God, it's over.
Yeah, when they left all the people,
I said when the fog came through and then all you hear the dogs barking and then it got quiet before the White Walkers came through, I was like, that's eerie right there.
I was just sick that they closed the gates just a little bit too soon and we could have saved a couple extra 100 people, which could have been fighters, which granted most of them was still going to die anyway, but everybody counts because this army is only getting bigger. We shut all them. I'm just not for shutting people out. I would have rather we just kept the gates open until we got literally as many, like to the last second.
Let me tell you, everybody at Castle Black, I want all of them men to get ate up by White Walkers. Y'all hated Jon so bad for trying to work with the wildlings so we don't die. Okay. I can't wait for the wildlings. No, I can't wait. But you see, they stood there. They ain't want no smoke when the wildlings came through. What they do? Sat there with an attitude. They so big and bad, but they ain't say nothing when the wildlings walked through.
Fins, aren't they called?
What they say?
Fins, yeah.
Did they trip one? Did they push one? Did they bump one as they walked past? Or did they sit there and shut the fuck up? then want to get mad with Jon when they leave. What? Let me tell you something. They ain't give a fuck about everything they just went through or how they barely made it by the skin of their teeth, that they just hit a whole ass war. The one White Walker, not the one that be on top of the mountain running it, but the one that be down there with the white hair. Boy, when Jon was fighting him, let me tell you. That's my favorite fight scene.
That shit scared me because it hit Jon so hard it knocked the wind out of him. So my boy was sitting there gasping, like barely could breathe, trying to crawl away. Like I'm like, God damn! Like I didn't realize how strong these things was too.
When he dropped his sword, after he got hit, I was like, oh my God, he ain't got his doggone sword.
The sword flew out the building.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And then the fact that they left all the dragon glass in the building. Like, why did we bring all of it? Bring a piece.
I was so mad.
A piece.
I was so mad. I was so mad. Sam told you what you needed.
That White Walker walked through the fire. That's what out at first.
Indeed. Because he already dead. Let me tell you. Because remember, when we first saw him, he didn't have that much meat on him. He got some more meat on him. He was ready to fight. Okay? He done ate some more kids. He done did something, okay? Boy, he got some more meat on him now. I said, oh, no. These motherfuckers almost Super Saiyan. All he need to eat is a couple of more people. It's over. Boy, let me tell you. Because he was mostly bones when we first saw him. Boy, when everybody died and he did this. Man. Boy, and he rose to death. I could have fell out.
I'm sitting here yelling because they sitting here watching this shit, and I'm like, keep rowing. I didn't know if these things could swim or nothing. Like, I didn't know nothing at this point. So I'm like, keep rowing the boat. Like, I don't even need to see nothing.
Because it's the White Walker really at the top of the mountain that's calling the shots. Because you see, he ain't come down there. It's beneath him. He just up there on his horse, like, looking down there. Man.
But he was shook when Jon took his sword and cut down one of the generals. He was shook because then he got interested and he looked at Jon and he's like, what you got going on?
Okay, I like that one. I want to eat that one. That's the first one he want to eat is Jon.
But at that moment, I think he stepped in the world that had never watched that scene, like jumped out of their seat when Jon killed that White Walker. When the Valyrian steel didn't break. With that White Walker swung.
Yeah, and I think I might have screamed Valyrian steel in the video. In my reaction, I might have screamed Valyrian steel.
I was lost. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's like Valyrian steel is like Beskar and Mandalorian. Ain't that right, Tamaj? Ain't that right?
That's about right. That
Valyrian steel you can't get. Valyrian steel is like Beskar and the Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah.
It's super rare
and
that
shit.
Tough as hell.
It was like, I'm pretty sure that sword was 100% Valyrian steel, but that was, that episode was a movie. Hardhome was a movie.
It was a movie.
It was.
It was. Them last three episodes
and I was like, Sam,
were movie quality with the scene with Hardhome, the Coliseum, and then everything in 10. It was all a movie. It was
literally
insane.
The Coliseum, the White Walkers.
Can't wait to get to the end of 5. Them episodes is crazy, and it was back to back ass beatings, and I'm like, woo! I'm like, what y'all got me watching? They like hurry up and finish the season.
That giant was holding on. Them White Walkers was on his ass, literally just hanging all off the back of him.
I thought he was gonna die. I'm like, we cannot afford for you to turn into a White Walker. We can't fight no Walker Giants. Y'all too big.
Tell me
y'all too big.
I don't know where they woolly mammoths was at.
Because he too big to get on the boat now.
I don't know. Yeah, they did run off, and we never seen them since after they ran off the woolly mammoths.
Yeah.
Damn, that's because, see, they animals. They get off free.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah. Oh, Hardhome was the episode. I'm so scared, y'all. We need to talk, y'all. What happened at the end of Hardhome, y'all?
Nothing.
He told him
looking at each other. That was it. It literally ended with Jon and his crew, the Night King and the generals and the whites, and it was.
I'm trying I'm just trying not to talk about the last thing I saw. Then this is why I ain't watched season 6 then. Because I just need to understand the logic. Like, I don't get it. Maybe when I read the books, that might help me understand. But I'm getting sick thinking about it. Because, hold on. Y'all, I don't understand why Game of Thrones got to be this way. They give me an inch, and they take them out every time. Like, yeah, Cersei got her atonement. Okay, but we finna stab Jon Snow. Like, I just don't. That's not equal.
Arya kills Meereen, loses her eye. Like, can we have 5?
No, they give me an inch and they take them out. And
literally, it was Cersei's atonement, then Daenerys gets snatched up. Then it's like, come on, like, give me a break. Like, it was literally every other scene was either good. It was good and then sick. And I'm like, can I have something? Like, Sansa finally escaped.
They're not giving me enough.
Like,
they're not giving me enough for how much they beat me down. I'm sitting here and I'm watching the episode, and he sent Sam home. Well, I keep saying sent Sam home. He set Sam free, which was nice. I was happy about that because Sam and Gilly and that baby deserve the best. And he's sitting there in his office, and here come Ollie, little bitch ass. And no, I'm not cutting Ollie no slack because he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. Because if I'm not cutting Joffrey no slack, I'm not cutting Ollie no fucking slack. You knew exactly what you was doing. So Ollie come in there. Ooh, I can't even say it. Ollie come in there, and he say some shit about how they found his uncle or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. So John jump up. He ain't got a sword. He ain't got nothing on him. He ain't got nothing but him. And he go out there and he walk through the crowd or whatever. They done wrote on the damn, like, are we 5 years old? How old are we? Traitor. Boy, he read that sign and he turn around, and when all approximately between 5 to 10 of them took a turn stabbing him, I ain't even had no words. I ain't had no words at all. I didn't have none.
I jumped up out my seat because
you did.
I did.
I'm scared to look at your reaction. Because
your
look
YouTube
be showing me the stuff I ain't seen yet.
Yeah, don't look at that one. Not until after you watch season 6, because just don't look at my 510.
I seen it, so yeah, don't watch it.
Yeah, don't watch my 510.
Ralph, how did you feel when you first? Ralph, how did you feel when you first saw them stabbing John?
When I first saw it, I was like, Ollie, I knew you was acting shady. I knew you was acting shady. Because we was talking to Sam, and Sam was like, well, don't worry, John always comes back. And he was talking about how, the wildlings, the wildlings that he brought back in were the same ones that killed his family and all that kind of thing.
But he ain't do nothing to them, though.
He ain't do nothing to them. I'm like, man, this little boy.
He killed John's wildling girlfriend. Right. He already done killed somebody before. He killed John's wildling girlfriend. He ain't even cuss at the wildness. He was mute. Ain't say nothing.
Right. It would have been different if you snuck into like the wildlings camp, set it on fire, did something sneaky, tried to kill one of them. But you went after your Lord Commander, Jon, who took you under his wing and was trying to teach you. Like
he was mentoring you. He was just showing you game. And then you gonna do this. Man, I was so hot at that little boy. I didn't know what to do, man. I was like, that's why I was like, this show make you hate little kids. Little kids ain't sad from my hatred. It's not.
Literally, the only kids I don't hate is the Stark kids and Tommen. That's literally it.
And Shireen.
And Shireen, yeah, she was.
That was it. The rest of them.
Post Shireen, yeah. So out of all the 10 million characters in Game of Thrones, we can name 5 kids, and we don't hate. That's funny.
Well, that's because the first season they didn't slaughtered half the babies. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
This show does not. When I tell you, this show does not discriminate. They kill any and everybody, babies, kids, from the fetus to grown like old men. It does not discriminate.
Fetus is right. Fetus
at
is
all.
Right.
Literal fetus. They don't care if they in the womb or not. They so hardcore on Game of Thrones. Anything goes on Game of Thrones. And when I tell you, people like Walder Frey is still
Don't
alive
say
and
that
kicking.
name.
But I gotta sit here and they focused the name. They focused. I mean, they just held the screen just like this, stabbing the hell out of him, taking turns. And then Ollie did it too. I have zero sympathy for that little boy because he already the whole time be like, why we gotta help them? Why we gotta help them? And Sam done told you 10 million fucking times that it's zombies out there, sir, and they're coming to eat you. You gonna be the first one they get, Sam. Sam wasn't trying to hit none of that shit. But my thing is you feel like you could get at Jon. You scared of the wildlings.
Right.
So, but them the ones that killed your mom and daddy. Them the people you need to be taking it out on. Jon took you on his wing. He ain't the one that killed your mom and daddy and your whole village. When Red Wildling was chained up, did he go sneak and kill him? The one that was there with Jon's girlfriend when he was chained up? He could have snuck it. No. So fuck Ollie. Fuck Ollie.
Cosign.
No, I have zero sympathy for that little boy.
Yep.
He didn't sneak and go kill the wildling dude when he was chained up. No.
The fact that Jon's last words were Ollie too is just sickening.
Yeah, last words.
Yeah. You literally could have killed wildlings. You had multiple chances to kill wildlings. And the only time you did it was in the middle of a war. You didn't have no choice. You ain't even had nowhere to go hide. Pussy. So I'm mad. You conspired with rapists to kill Jon because you had an attitude with him. They held the camera the whole time. They didn't, the whole time. Stab for the watch. Stab. Everybody said whatever they wanted to say. Even the bitch that used to be low-key in charge. Then when he laying there bleeding out, just held the camera like this, but gonna slowly zoom out on him bleeding. I said,
you gonna feel it for a minute.
I can't live like this.
Yeah. How do I go
didn't even
on?
let me linger.
My comments was like, we don't know how we're going to convince you to go on. Because they already knew. They already knew. Because I told them after the red wedding, we not touching Arya, we not touching Jon, we not touching Daenerys, nor Tyrion, nor Brienne. Y'all going to stab up Jon?
Yeah, I was scared for you after I seen your reaction to the red wedding. I was like, man, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it.
And I'm mad because the only people, not even just because I want them to, obviously I want them to, but honestly, the only 4 people that I can see outliving the show was Arya, Daenerys, Tyrion, and Jon. I was so serious. So when I had to sit there and watch him bleed out, I was like, okay, well, that just all went out the window. I don't know.
Didn't I say I know you fucking lying? That's what I said in mine. Yeah. I couldn't. Well, I was in disbelief. Flabbergasted.
They don't build me up enough for how much they tear me down. They love to throw you a bone every now and then. That's all they do. They throw you just enough of a bone.
The wood on the window just after you broke it, and then they rip it down. I'm like, I was just getting back up.
No, this is what they do. They throw you.
When he died, my reaction was just like yours, in every way. In every way.
Oh.
They throw you just enough of a bone to make you watch the show, to keep you going. That's literally it.
The comments kept me going. I'm not gonna lie to you. I tell my people all the time, I give you all the credit because I would have stopped. I literally, I told them years ago. I watched the first episode and I got turned off instantly. Let me tell you, I didn't finish. I never finished.
They are the whole reason. They are the whole reason because I would never watch this ever. This is not what I get into. I watch people farm and cook all day. Okay, that is. Let me tell you. Now, if I want to look up something specific, I'll look up something specific. But if you go on my YouTube, you'll be like, yeah, that's my Shine YouTube suggestions. Like, if you go on my YouTube, you will not be surprised at what my suggestions are. Okay? I cannot. They just, man, that, now all I know is if they kill Daenerys, I'm really quitting. Daenerys or Arya, that's it. I'm really quitting. They killed one of the girls, it's over.
So we got to get in your season 6 predictions. We finally got to the point you wanted to get to, so you can predict. Let them loose, and we're gonna make faces because it's funny. We just gonna
I might fuck around. I I might fuck around and watch season 6 tomorrow. I ain't gonna need to lie to you, because today I'm gonna finish these seven episodes of Boba Fett and Mandalorian. I'm gonna watch this so I could be all caught up to speed. But I might watch it tomorrow. I think I've healed as much as I possibly could.
As much as you can. You still got,
I've healed, but I've healed. Listen, I've healed, but my wounds are still there.
And Game of Thrones gonna rip it right back open. You already know. So just
Not my scrape from when I was little. Talking about it, I'll never forget.
Game of Thrones is like they gonna stab you, rip it out, and then stab you right where they stabbed you before. So they gonna keep hitting the same wound. Like it's not even a new wound. Like
and try to give you a little something to patch it up with.
Yep.
Thank you. Literally.
So give me the predictions.
Give you a little something, but
I need to hear what you think season 6 is gonna be about.
Arya will regain her eyesight. I don't know what else I can predict because I don't know. Look at his face. Okay. If Arya is blind the rest of Game of Thrones, I'm gonna just be pissed off because what's the point? If the many-faced God can take her eyesight, he can give it back.
That's what I said in my video.
Arya will regain her eyesight. Sansa might start standing up for herself a little bit because she ran away. She ain't gonna have no choice. Ooh. I want Cersei to die so bad. That's not a prediction. I just want her to die.
That's a wish list. That's on that wish list. Ramsay, Cersei.
Oh, wait, let me get real predictions. Wait, let me give a real prediction. Okay, so Tyrion really finna get in his politic bag now that he with Daenerys. I don't know how, but that's a prediction. Tyrion really finna get in his politic bag. Arya gonna regain her eyesight. Shit, maybe I'm gonna see Bran again in season 6. Cause what the fuck he doing under that tree with them scary looking kids? Them kids look scary. I don't care what nobody say. She need to let her other 2 dragons loose. Daenerys, I don't even know who them people is that took her yet. So I ain't gonna even say nothing with her. Man, I don't know. Am I missing anything? I ain't got to worry about Stannis no more. Oh, Brienne fine. No, predictions, not hopes, because forget about my hopes and dreams. They don't care.
Literally. Because it's literally like that Squidward meme where it says, here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams.
Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams. Literally, I got to stop saying predictions. Predict. Arya gonna regain her eyesight.
In Game of Thrones context, you ain't talking about nothing sick happening. You talk about hopeful stuff.
I should write these down.
Ma'am.
Arya gonna regain her eyesight. Tyrion finna get in his politic bag. Loras and Marjorie gonna get out of jail because Granny not playing that shit. I don't know.
So, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to rewatch the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones and explain to me where you find all this hopefulness. You ain't really that one sick thing.
Arya is not finna spend the rest of the show blind. That just don't make sense. Not Maisie Williams. That's what we not gonna do. I don't know, y'all. Pain and suffering. That's what I predict. Pain and suffering.
You can't go wrong with that.
So what's your predictions for Cersei and Jaime for season 6?
Fuck Jaime. I forgot about him. I think that they're gonna be at odds. Jaime and Cersei gonna be at odds. Oh, we ain't even talking about what's their daughter name?
Oh, Marcella.
Oh yeah.
We ain't talking about Marcella.
We skipped over Dawn.
Let me get in. Real quick. Let me get into that. Now the lady, I can't fuck with her because you so mad that your man volunteered to fight, got killed. You want to take it out on the Lannister daughter that ain't got shit to do with her mom and daddy. Okay. So I already don't like her for wanting to take it out on their daughter. Because somebody killing your man is not the same thing as you killing somebody's child. That is not the same thing.
Right.
He did not grow in your womb for 9 months. That is not the same thing. And that little girl ain't got nothing to do with it. So, no. I don't like that. But that's the Lannister curse. You gotta just deal with the karma of your bloodline. It is insane. But that little girl ain't got nothing to do with it. So I already don't like that lady for that. And then she got her daughters trying to kill the little girl too. I'm like, y'all need to quit. So is that man they daddy?
What man? What man?
The lady, the 3 girls that was trying to kill Marcella. I know the lady is their mama, but is Oberyn they daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Oberyn was their dad. I don't think Ilaria was their mom, though. Was she? Or was she like a stepmom? Or
I swear that's their mama.
She's the mom. I think she's the mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought Oberyn was just their dad. I thought they was all
I
half
just know they
half
never
sibling.
married.
Huh, I don't remember.
She way too close to them girls for them to not be her kids.
I think
I
they
thought
just,
them was
I
them
thought
her kids.
Oberyn was their dad and that they all came from different moms. I thought one of them was her biological daughter, but I thought 2 of them was from other moms. But they all just was.
I thought the younger 2 were Oberyn's and the oldest wasn't. That's what I thought.
Maybe.
That makes sense. I just know some of them kids is her and Oberyn kids, gotta be. Because them kids is too invested.
They all either way looked at Oberyn as their dad, regardless of what the relationship was. They all loved him. So
Yeah. So they was what's the man name that be fighting with for Tyrion? Bronn. I love Bronn. I love him. I like Bronn more. I like Bronn maybe a little bit more than the Hound.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I like the Hound. But I like Bronn because Bronn ain't gonna go.
Past tense.
Bronn ain't gonna go killing no little kids. I like Bronn. But yeah, I like Bronn. They was in there cutting up in that jail cell. Cutting up. One thing about Game of Thrones, they gonna pull a titty out unnecessarily. Because who asked? Who asked? Just want to know who asked. So that was funny. But their whole storyline was hilarious. And when they did the poison thing to Bronn in the jail cell, I was like, oh yeah, these Dawn women something else. And I swear to God, I called it when that lady kissed Marcella. I said, what if it was poison on her mouth? I literally called it because she held that kiss too long. She made sure it was in there good. I knew it. I don't usually predict deaths like how people gonna die. Like I know they're gonna kill everybody anyway, but I called that. I said, what if it was poison on her mouth? I mean, she kissed her too good. And it's like all of a sudden she gonna give up the fight. All of a sudden you so sweet now. Cause your brother cussed you out. He the king. He said, you ain't got no more times to disrespect me. You ain't got it. Cause I always wondered why he would give her so much leeway to talk crazy. But then when he said sister or whatever he said, I was like, okay, that's why he be letting her talk crazy to him. But once he told her, you ain't got no more times to talk crazy to me.
And
she acted like, she acted like, and I know he meant that. She acted like she was sorry and all of that. And then she just went and snuck and killed her. I was like, wow. And Jamie and Marcella had that whole moment where he was like, yeah, I'm your daddy, but you know your mama is my sister, but yeah, I'm your daddy. Robert is not your daddy. She said she always knew. Mm-hmm. And I was like, look at them having this moment. Boy, when her nose started bleeding, I said, I told you.
The funny thing about, I don't know what I was talking about, but I was ranting the entire like Dorne scenes. Like I'm talking about the moment they went to Dorne, I was talking over all of that. When she kissed Marcella and they was on the boat, I was just talking my ass off. I don't know what I was mad about, but I was mad about something. And then she died, and I was like, oh my God. I was watching it still, but I was talking over the whole thing. So I didn't even get the chance to predict. I remember like kind of like what the fuck? Why did she just kiss her? But I didn't care. I was.
I got a prediction. Cersei finna show her ass when she found out Marcella died. Cersei finna show her ass. Now we know the lady did that because she want to hurt Cersei, but shit, I'd have been happy if she would kill Jamie. Cause fuck Jamie. First episode, he threw Bran off the tower. It's been fuck Jamie since the beginning of the show. I don't care what nobody
What's your prediction for them? What do you think they're gonna do? How would they retaliate against something like that?
I have no clue because they make up shit.
All right, what's your prediction? So you say Arya is going to get her eyesight back. Then what?
I ain't got nothing else, sir. That's it. I ain't got nothing for you.
Just optimism that she gonna get
Pain
an
and suffering. I just can't. That's the only reason that's a prediction and not just a hope. Is just because I can't see them having Maisie Williams blind for the last 3 seasons of Game of Thrones. Like, what? What are we doing? Hey.
So have you ever seen Daredevil?
No.
It's like
You
a
know I
blind
don't watch
superhero
TV.
that's just super badass, and
You gonna leave
he
me
can
alone.
see
Arya
them.
getting her eyesight back, and that's just it.
All right. Sansa, she on the run. What?
Brienne gonna catch Sansa finally and be able to protect her.
So you hopeful? Okay.
Because Brienne already outside. Brienne the only person in that area.
So what you think Ramsay gonna do?
Let me tell you, Ramsay. We think, we think Ramsay been clowning that. Wait till he find out that his wife and his pet gone. He finna I don't want to be in the same country as that man when he find out his pet and his wife gone. Oh no, because he's gonna know ain't nobody killed him because he ain't gonna find nobody. So,
What about Littlefinger?
I think Littlefinger, all of the dirt he done did is finally gonna start catching up with him because you can't get away with it. If Cersei can't get away with it and she in the royal family, you can't get away with it, sir. I wanted to throw him through the moon door, okay? I'm so tired of that man. Right down there with Liza's corpse.
All right, give me your Tyrell prediction. What's Lady Olenna, Marjorie, Dolores,
Granny
what they up to?
get her grandkids out of jail. Hopefully in one piece. But Granny gonna get them kids out of jail. She done had to do harder things in her 80-something years, I'm sure. However old she is.
This is so funny.
Because you almost done with the show. This ain't funny.
What's King Tubman gonna do about his queen in jail?
He gonna figure out his mama conspired to get her locked up, and he gonna get mad at his mama.
And what he gonna do to her?
I don't know what he gonna do. Hopefully send her to jail. I don't know. But I know he gonna find out at some point that his mama conspired to get his wife, brother, and his wife locked up.
Okay. I think we covered just about most of the characters. So now now that Jon's gone, the White Walker threat is still out here. What's your prediction for the Wall? What's gonna happen over here?
I ain't got no prediction. I want them to come kill everybody at Castle Black.
That's what I said. So y'all can all die at this point. I don't even care about the storyline.
Because I literally don't like none of them. I never did like any of them that was there. Literally 99% of them always could.
Well, you like Davos, and right? At least. Don't you?
Who was Davos?
The talker that was with Stannis that wouldn't have had.
Okay,
Shireen.
That's what I thought. He cool. I like him.
Yeah, that's about it though over there.
I forgot he was there. Wait till he find out Shireen was burned alive. Well, Stannis is already dead, but boy, he'll be beating Stannis' ass. He'll put hands on Stannis for Shireen.
I definitely think he would.
He already don't care about dying anyway, so.
Yeah, he went to jail for his beliefs against the Red Woman, and he said, "I'm not gonna stop slandering your ass."
He hate her, cause Stannis do whatever she say.
And then she burned him. I mean, she burned Shireen. It was her idea. Okay, that's interesting.
So is Stannis' dead body just in the woods from Brienne?
Yeah.
I know Brienne was so happy she finally got to defend Renly, yeah, because the what do I call it? The demon ghost baby had his face. So, boy, I know she was so ready to. Ooh, I was happy that Brienne finally got a little piece of justice, because that's all Brienne trying to do is run around here and serve justice. That's all. That's all Brienne trying to do. So
assuming Bran and Rickon are in season 6, what's your prediction for them?
Bran is finally gonna get to figure out what's going on with his powers, because we don't got no answers. We just know he's there under the tree with them scary kids. Rickon is just fine somewhere with Ocean. I don't know where they at, but he just fine, because she ain't gonna let nothing happen to that little boy. So I don't know what he gonna have going on, but he just fine in my eyes.
I love the optimism. I can't wait to see your season 6 reactions. It's gonna be so good.
Look, insert a clip of me right here being optimistic. No, that's a good prediction. Osha ain't gonna, cause Osha know what's going on. She's a wildling, basically.
Oh, she is a wildling. Yeah.
Yes.
She's a beast. I like her.
She know how to thrive under serious circumstances. So they knew what they was doing when they told Rickon to go with him. So
what's the White Walkers' next move?
They finna start going over that water. Shoot. Once they not playing. They take babies, okay? Now, the only thing I want to know is why did they stop and not just chase them straight across the water in the first place?
They can't swim.
That's what I thought. Because you see, when they was on the giant, they was on his ass. He was just throwing them off, and they would never come back up from the water. I'd be like, they could ride horses, so I'm sure they could canoe.
I don't think they would have no boats.
They
do humanly things, which is what, because they fight with swords, so that's what threw me off.
Literally, they fight. I know you can canoe a boat.
Yeah, that's why because when I first watched it, I'm like, well, they ain't going across the water. They can't swim. So, I mean, I can't confirm that they don't swim, but from what I've seen, it don't look like they
I just assumed they couldn't swim when they didn't chase them all into the water. Because he stared Jon down till he disappeared in the fog, okay? I'm talking about he ain't even blink. Boy, he looked dead at Jon the whole time till he faded away. And this all he did. And he never took his eyes off of Jon, boy, and he raised the dead. Boy. Yep. Ask your dog what's some predictions, because I ain't got none.
What you think's gonna happen in season 6? How many times did I throw you in the air and wave you around and
we're doing her like that?
She been through season 6, so.
Boy, let me tell you,
there was an episode where she ran away from me.
My cats ain't no
That's
help.
all I can say. She literally ran away from me, ran under the couch because she was so scared of me because my reaction. It was crazy.
Season 6, dogs. No, look, and dogs, he real good. You was probably busting her ear.
I think that's exactly what it was.
He's like, ah! So
you got some shit coming for you. Your predictions are interesting. It's just lacking sick and twistedness. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
I like
the prediction.
This show is how long have I been watching Game of Thrones? Like 2 years.
Damn,
a year.
I've been watching it for about a year.
I've been watching it for a long time. I need to look. Let me go on you.
Season 6 death predictions.
That's good.
Ramsay.
Okay.
Now I said predictions, not wish list.
That's a prediction though, only because Brienne is in the area and I know she could take Ramsay.
Okay.
Because he's gonna go outside because Reek and Sansa is gone. Littlefinger. Now Littlefinger might hold on a little bit longer and get his later. I don't know. Wait. Okay, Ramsay is I'm gonna stay on that one. I'm sticking to that one. That's one death prediction. What else going on in the show right now? Walder Frey.
Okay.
Because we got to swing. Okay. Because he's on Arya's list, and at some point, Arya got to get somebody else off her list. I don't know. That's all I really got, because they not going to give me none. They not going to give me Cersei, so that's not even a prediction. They not going to give me Ramsay Daddy. That's letting me out too easy. They not going to give me that, so I'm just going to say Walder Frey and Ramsay. Only because I know he finna go outside on a rampage looking for Sansa and Theon. So, and Brienne is in the area, and I know Brienne could beat him. First of all, he's this big, and this is Brienne. Stop it. Like, please.
Okay, so let's roll with that. So say Brienne does get Sansa. Where are they going?
I don't know where they going. That ain't got nothing to do with Ramsay dying. I don't know where they going. Couldn't tell you. I can't name 5 places on the map in Game of Thrones and tell you exactly where they at, okay? So, I don't know.
Because that's my whole thing about that. It's like, okay, we get Sansa. Can't go back to King's Landing. Can't go back to Winterfell. Jon dead at the wall. the Vale is run by Peter, who we really ain't fucking with because he got us into this situation. Where are we going?
She could go across the sea.
Walter Frey run the river runs where Catelyn was born.
Let me tell you, she can go across the narrow sea for all I care, like Arya did, okay? I don't know where they going, but I just know that Ramsay finna come looking. You think he finna... Boy, when he come home from that fight, I hope they show me the scene, okay? When he come home and see Sansa and Theon gone, you could already see how mad he get. Like, he's psychotic. Like, he gonna be so mad because he gonna know they together. Ooh. Boy, that's it. That's all I got for you. I ain't got nothing else.
Okay.
That's it.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
All right. That's interesting.
What year? Wait, when you watched Game of Thrones for the first, what year? Wait, were you up to it live now, season 5?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, so you had to sit with that. And how long until season 6 started?
It was at least a year.
Oh, okay. See, I'm right on task. I would have needed the whole year too. I would have been like, fuck season 6. You could take your time.
And that's why I think people are able to get through it so easily versus us. Because I'd be like, y'all, I can't go into 1-6 shit versus. And they'd be like, next episode. Let me heal. Y'all had at least a week between episodes and a year between seasons.
Exactly.
I'm going back to back. Even though I've prolonged this for a year, it's still faster than y'all 8 years. It's still a lot.
Exactly. My predictions for season 7 and 8 is that, I don't know. I know the ending of Game of Thrones is very polarizing. Couldn't tell you why, but I know it's very polarizing, and I feel like I might be on the side of the people who hate it. We shall see. Just because knowing me, we shall see. Because when have they ever given me justice, like real, true justice?
Literally.
It's just Joffrey, and that's it. And Tywin, that's it. Twice out of how many people I like dead. So, and
that's what I'm holding on to. Like, we did get Joffrey and Tywin in the same season. That's literally what's keeping me going.
And their deaths were very fitting.
Meereen Trot and Stannis gave me hope too. I ain't gonna cap.
One thing I do like about Tywin and Joffrey's death is that so far when they do kill a Lannister, they do it in a very good way. It's just the perfect way for a Lannister to die. So, yeah. I think I'm literally gonna fucking hate seasons 7 and 8, or at least just the ending 8. I don't know, because they say they just rushed him and was like, "Hey, we're ending it," and they said that, I'm pretty sure Jack told me this. He said it's videos of table readings where the cast are literally ready to throw the script, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" So I don't know. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna hate it. Because how do you do that to one of the greatest shows in television history? So we shall see.
With me being on season 7, I am pretty much enjoying season 7. So I don't agree so far.
I'm scared about the ending.
Yeah, the ending I can't. And I don't 8 yet, so I can't talk about that. But yeah, 7 so far, I'm actually enjoying. I mean, it gives and it takes. It's Game of Thrones, but
did 7 feel a rush to you? Does it feel feel faster? Not necessarily rushed.
Certain things I have issues with. We'll talk about that one day, but yeah, there is certain things I do have issues with. Okay. But for the most part, I do enjoy the season.
And 4 was fire.
Season 4 was great.
4 and 5 is my favorite.
Episode 4.
Episode
4.
Yeah.
Well, okay. 4 and 5 is one season to me, That's why I be mixing up the days. But now that I'm finna start 6, I'll have a good. Stabbing Jon Snow was a good. I know when season 5 ends, so I will have a very good point of reference for what season 6 is, and it's not like 4 and 5 where I think it's one long season. So, yeah, y'all. Let me go mentally prepare myself to watch season 6 tomorrow, because I might watch half of it. Because that's my thing. When I watch, I don't watch one thing. I watch half a season or the whole season. I never watch 1, 2, 3, or 4 episodes. I either watch 5.
She better than me. I watch 1. I'll see y'all next week. Exactly. Good, bad, or ugly. I'll see y'all next week.
And look, I take a week break for every episode I just binged. Literally. So, yeah. Tomorrow, tell the people where they can find you, because we'll be on here all day talking about these people.
Y'all can find me on everything under Big Bro and Lil Sis Reacts. We're currently reacting to as many shows as we can. Star Wars: The Bad Batch, The Mandalorian, The Flash, Superman and Lois, Alias, Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Enterprise, Game of Thrones Season 7 on Patreon, Season 6 on YouTube, and I think that's good enough.
You said that backwards. Patreon is farther ahead than YouTube.
Whoops, yes. Patreon Season 7, YouTube Season 6.
Mm-hmm. Ralph, where can they find you?
You can find me and my wife, Shamanda, everything Married to Film. Currently reacting to Attack on Titan, Season 2. Got Battlestar Galactica, Season 3. Better Call Saul, Season 3. The Boys, we're getting ready to start Season 3. What else am I missing? That's all I can really think about right now. So, yeah. Check us out on YouTube at Married to Film with all those reactions.
Y'all just go to talkingetv.com. Currently, I finished The Last of Us, and all of my full uncut reactions are up for that. Daily, I am uploading The Mandalorian, and I'm almost up to where y'all are live with getting an episode every week. I need to go in and watch them little 5 funky episodes of Tales, because I only watched the first one because it's in the Walking Dead universe, and I need to finish it.
Season 7 of Fear if you didn't finish that. Because 8, they said 8 is fire. That's what they say. The streets, they hyping up the final season.
I'm finishing the Harry Potter movie. So far, the 3rd one is my favorite. What else I'm currently watching?
Boba. We ain't gonna sleep on Boba. The greatness.
Fuck Boba. I'm including that in The Mandalorian. Oh, it's so bad. I was scammed into watching Boba Fett because I did not know that was in between Mandalorian 2 and 3. Scam.
Whoops.
And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Bye. See you soon.
Later.